They had a Harry Potter night like a
I
few
did Harry
nights,
Potter
weeks
this
ago.
month.
I'm Maria. Hi. Nice to meet you.
I'm Earl.
But I saw you earlier this year.
All right, we're gonna start it up. You guys ready?
Because
Here
it's
we
time.
go.
Ready, set,
Let's go. Let's go. Should we get?
So listen up.
Make lots a little.
You need some more.
We did this.
We got,
It goes Meredith.
oh, this is Meredith.
Yeah, that was. Yes.
And we are live. Hi everyone. I am Nick,
And I'm Maria.
and we have Jeremy.
I'm here.
And also
He's back.
Carol.
I'm here.
NoMoreBricks. But today, our special guest is
Hi. How's it going?
Steve Pulda, aka Steve Pulda.
And look what he's doing behind him. Amazing.
Nice. Welcome to Full of Bricks, Season 5, Episode 31.
31.
And today is September 13th,
Like 31.
2024. And it's also Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Today.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just noticed.
But it's
But today,
Not
September
October,
of September. It's not official. If it was October Friday the 13th, then super scary. Is this October Friday 13th? I don't.
No.
It's not.
No.
Okay.
It only happens once a year.
Is it?
Sometimes twice a year.
I
A
didn't know that.
13th on a Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
December the 13th. That's coming up.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, so twice this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But today, our special guest is Mr. Steve Pulda.
Who we met earlier this year at Chicago.
Yes. How are you doing tonight, Steve?
I'm all right. I've got a headache. But
Oh, no.
I'm pushing
I
through.
give you an Advil if you were here, but
Yeah, Steve was saying before we started that it's been a really busy week for him.
yeah, it's been a week for me too.
Me too.
I had to take a nap, and I don't nap.
I think we all nap
I
before
don't
this.
sleep at all.
We're at that
Jerry
age now
doesn't
where
nap.
everyone's napping.
Oh
You
no,
have to
not
be
Jeremy.
careful when you nap because if you go too long,
Oh, I
you
know.
nap too long, then you feel like crap.
Yes, you have. It has to be like the 30 minutes. You
there's a
cannot
nice
go
sleep.
into the dream zone, right?
Yeah.
That's true. Like if you take like a short nap, like a power nap,
You
you
feel-
feel energized afterwards. But then if you go over that little bit of
You're just
threshold,
gross.
Yeah.
it's groggy. It's like a nap hangover.
45 is like the borderline. If you
Yeah,
want
yeah,
45 minutes,
exactly.
like you must
Yeah.
put your pajamas on.
Yeah.
I try to stay at the 30-minute mark, but that never happened this week.
Well,
I
I
always
feel like
slept
it
for
takes me a
2 or 3
while to actually nap.
To fall asleep.
Yeah, and then by the time it happens, I'm like, oh, I have to wake up
That's because
already.
you're not wearing your eye mask.
Yeah, Nick is a big
I
fan
think
of the
that's
eye mask.
mask.
Mhm.
I discovered the eye mask, and
It's this big heavy duty pad on his
does
face,
that make you even older if you're wearing an eye mask?
and that you like announce it. Yeah.
But it's
Does
comfortable.
it help with
So,
your sinuses?
so Steve, I found this eye mask on Amazon that has, those cooling pillows or cooling blankets.
That
It has
brings-
that same material on the inside,
Okay.
Yeah.
so it's
You
nice.
freeze
it's
it?
nice and no, I don't freeze it, but it's
but it's
already
always
cool.
cool. Like I actually don't like it because it feels wet to me. So and then he buys me my own mask. He's like, here, so you stop, using
She has
yours.
a
But I'm
pink
like,
one.
I don't even want to use yours. But it does. It like totally seals like light, right? And
She likes it.
and light is really what keeps us awake. Like if
When we were
think about
flying to Brick Slopes, she was wearing it on the plane. She said she liked it.
it, maybe for 2 seconds.
He's telling on you, Maria.
I know.
I
No-
looked over. I
Nobody
saw
really
you were
witnessed.
wearing it.
Everybody was sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get on to this.
Oh, are we gonna go to our first
Because
segment,
episode
Which
31 is like
is
which is?
oh no, I
Getting to
missed
know-
it.
Oh, the ticker tape.
you got it. You got it.
So, as Maria said, we met Steve at Brick World Chicago this year.
Yes.
But you've been to other Brick World Chicagos, correct?
This was my second time. So I met
Okay.
Harold last year at
Oh,
Brick
okay.
World. So I'm pretty new to the convention scene. Yeah.
How did you like this
Go ahead.
year compared to last year?
This year was better. Last year I was kind of naive going into it. I didn't really know what
Mm.
to expect. It was actually my first convention ever.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
I didn't really know, etiquette and that kind of what to expect
Etiquette.
as far as the public goes. But yeah,
Okay.
like you can't touch bricks. You can't touch the place. Like,
You're like,
I-
whoa,
I
look at all.
I assumed that, but there's certain things you can and can't do at a convention, and
Right.
I like how Brick World has the little tokens of appreciation that you can give out.
Yeah,
that kind of
that's
stuff.
like newish, right?
That,
like
yeah,
all
we didn't know about that
tokens
too.
and stickers and getting like that's very new to our scene. Like we've been going to Fan Expo, for example.
Philly
I'm
Brick
sorry,
Fest.
Philly Brick Fest from 2016, 2015,
Yeah.
16.
16.
The tokens weren't a thing back then.
It was just like,
But it's a
seeing,
cool
like,
idea.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
this year was a lot of fun though for me because my build right here is what I brought.
Yes,
and it got
it's
a lot
amazing
of positive response
for
So,
sure. No, it looks great. It looks great.
Yeah.
And have you brought it to any other convention since, or Chicago was it? And
I went to Chicago and I went down to Brick Rodeo.
oh, cool.
Texas.
Oh, okay.
So
We
that
want
was
to do that.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was my first taste of a smaller convention.
Mhm, mhm.
'Cause
Well,
I
Chicago
won't-
Brick World is big,
Yeah, Brick World's crazy.
huge. Yeah.
So
Did you drive then with your?
yeah. So
Okay.
I live in Wisconsin. So Wisconsin to
Okay.
Texas, it's quite the haul.
That is quite the haul.
Yeah.
Wow. How many hours is that? Like,
Well,
looking at the map. 20.
Google Maps it's like 20 plus, but
20,
with
right?
kids,
Yeah.
it took a few
Yeah.
days to get down there.
10 days.
Yeah. 10 long.
Who needs to pee for another hour?
Yeah, the van became like an area of animosity at
Oh no.
down at a later point in the vacation. It's like you get into the van, you
Yeah.
automatically like start arguing at each other.
Yes. You
Yeah.
kind of look at it, you're like, I really don't want to go in it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
did you bring them to Chicago too?
No, they
Okay.
came for public last year, and there's
Mhm.
just sensory overload for them.
It is.
Mm.
It is.
They
a
ended
lot.
up wanting to just go home halfway through it. So
Right.
Yeah. Well, I actually just called the Renaissance a couple of days ago because when we were in Slopes, they had opened up the lot of hotel rooms
yeah,
in Chicago, and we didn't think anything of it. We're like, oh, we got rooms last year. The year before we stayed at Hyatt. It was not a big deal. It was nice staying right on site just for the convenience. But then when we were leaving Slopes, we found out that it had sold out within like, I don't know, 6-8 hours, something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
thought I'd
crazy.
call and just see like what's the possibility of any, like them opening up, and they have no answer for it other than it's getting too big for itself too, right? Like even them moving to the Renaissance just a few years ago, they were at the Westin just down the road. So as the years go and the popularity increases, like where else is the next larger venue? Because
Yeah.
it was getting really tight.
Are you
it's kinda
doing?
It's kind of ridiculous that they opened up registrations so early.
Yes.
is,
Or
yeah.
like 10 months out or something.
Yeah. It's like
Right?
it just ended,
It just
Yeah.
ended.
and
Exactly.
they sneakily opened registration during Slopes. Like
Yeah.
I know some people who were pretty upset about that because
Yeah.
like I think it might have even been during opening ceremonies or something where like no one could.
Mhm. No, sign up. Right. Like I was just getting messages from some of our friends from there. They're like, "Did you guys sign up?" And I'm like, "We have lots of time. Like we still have to go through Thanksgiving,
I know.
Halloween, Christmas. Come on!" Like,
I can't
Comic-Con
register that early
logo.
out of principle. Like it's just
yeah.
so
right.
early to start thinking about next year.
I don't even have vacation for next year. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
The conventions aren't even done yet, and you're already
right?
thinking about
Yeah.
next year.
So I don't know. I mean, we go to Chicago enough. Like we have family there and stuff like that. But and I'm sure we're gonna go. I don't know. But as our kids get older too, there's like less of them who want to go. So
Yeah.
part of it is like, oh my gosh, we're just going together for Lego.
I don't mind that.
Each other.
Hayden's
When it
not
was
going
like
next year?
I don't know. He's our youngest. He's 10. So like, we got into Lego because of our kids.
Like our eldest.
How about you? How did you get into Lego?
Kind of by accident, but hopefully that's a good thing. I mean, it's like the beginning of the end, kind of, because
Yeah.
like now, once it starts, it just takes off. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a COVID kid. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
kind of got into it during COVID.
Okay.
I played with Lego as a kid, but
Yes.
I didn't really have like a ton of sets like
Mm-hmm.
nowadays. Like everything
Mm-hmm.
is Lego's kind of taken off. Like
Yeah,
last
absolutely.
Was it
last
just
10 years.
tubs when you
Yeah,
were a kid?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're making mocks.
I pretty much I didn't have any sets really. It was all just
Yeah.
random Lego, and you just kind of made up whatever you could think of.
I always had
But
a
yeah, I
wall
got
and a window.
yeah.
Trying to make a house.
Yeah, and then that was it. I didn't have a lot of
You
bricks.
see four walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was usually you'd make something that you could swoosh around, like some kind of a ship. But yeah, I got into Lego during COVID. I was just sitting at home one day, and my wife, who was able to go to work, she texted me and said, "I'm gonna get the Friends Central Perks set. If you want to
Oh.
get something, go ahead and start looking." So I had really nothing to do, so
Hmm.
I started looking, and then that was kind of the beginning of the end. I ended up getting like some Technic rally car or something.
Oh
Oh
wow.
wow.
Ooh,
Right
Already
at Technic right away.
diving into
Yeah.
Technic.
Yeah,
Nick.
I don't. Technic
You
was
went
kind
big.
of. Yeah, I don't really enjoy Technic a whole lot. So,
I think with Nick.
but I ended up taking her Central Perk set and taking it apart and making it into
Oh.
like a mini module.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that's kind of how I got my start. Was I would buy like smaller sets and turn them into little buildings, and I had my own like
Modify.
little teeny Lego city. And
Yeah.
then I ended up
Nice.
finding 3 of the modular sets on like a marketplace for like $300 total.
nice.
Which ones?
Palace Cinema, Parisian
Okay.
Restaurant, and the Pet Shop. I got
Oh,
The
those.
classics.
Yes, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very
Yeah,
good.
basically you got 2 for free when you get 3
Yeah.
for $300. So then I just started expanding. I had my own YouTube channel for a while, kind of chronicling my Lego City and
Mhm.
making it, and then it evolved into what it is now, where I'm just like, I don't really have any sets. Like I'm not like, sure, I like the occasional set, like something will catch my eye, but I have a limited amount of room, so I can't just
Yeah.
buy whatever I like. So I'm kind of focusing more on mock building and
No.
prioritizing that over just collecting a set and displaying it. So
Yeah.
yeah, like
No, and
this
you're
thing
great.
has got
Yeah.
this thing has got a shelf life on it. Like I'm itching to take it apart and
Oh
make something,
no.
I
make something new
know.
out of it. So
Yeah.
it's
What
probably got like
was
another year left in it, and then I want to start using the pieces for something else.
was it something else before it became the Spider Verse? Was
A few of the buildings were part of my old city, but
it okay?
I had to like modify them a bit to make it work. So like a lot of the buildings in the background were buildings that I've already had, but I had to shrink them down a little bit. They were
Okay.
larger. Like 32 by
Yes.
32 is kind of like a lot of people use that as the base size for their buildings. So those are
Right.
actually a little bit smaller. Those are like maybe 20 by 20.
How do you
Takes like
create your mock? Like, do you draw things out first, or do you just go straight to the bricks and see how it,
yeah, I
gets
got to get my
conceived?
hands on the pieces. I don't really do digital. I usually start with like a window or something that I kind of build off of.
Yeah. And you go from there. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
And this idea, like, I just love it. Like this whole, it's
yeah,
breaking. It was stunning. Like when you see it
yeah.
live in person. So
Yeah. So last year at Brick World, I basically brought like a convention sized version of my city, and it was like 3 base plates by 7 base plates, so it was a pretty big one.
Mhm.
And like I'm like, when I got back, how do I top what I built for next year?
Mhm.
Right.
So this was supposed to be, I wanted to have the entire city at a 45-degree angle. Like I wanted to figure that out, but
Yeah.
Technic is like not in my wheelhouse. Like I had to learn Technic for this mock.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Looks cool.
Yeah, so I started out that burgundy, the dark red building is where I started. That was like first
cool.
figuring out how to do that. And once I figured that out, I'm like, okay, so now I need to add a road in front of that and another tilted skyscraper above that. So at that point, I'm like, this is going to take like so much Technic, and like the counterweight needed to make all of that not just tip over was like kind of blowing my mind apart. So that's where I kind of pivoted a little bit, and I'm like, well, what if I have a building counterweight with the other building? And then, so the two buildings that are hanging are actually counterweighted completely by the first floor of the Bugle. So I only need like,
oh wow,
I can fully build those two buildings and just have the first floor of the Bugle, keep everything from falling over.
Right.
So the Bugle is overkill as far as counterweight goes.
right.
But I saw your video where you're just like stacking that red building, like really like floor per floor. Like it was actually a cool process.
It's all modular. So
Yeah,
it all comes apart. Yeah.
Oh, I see part of the Sancho perk here.
Yep.
From the original.
Yeah.
The original
so
set.
Chandler and Ross. It's a different scene, but they're still
couch.
moving the couch.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that.
That's funny.
There must be a ton of Easter eggs in here then.
There are. I made sure. Like I wanted the spectacle of what it looks like to kind of get your attention. Like what is that? And then all the details and Easter eggs were kind of meant to
pull
keep
you in.
there.
Yeah. I think you had like 25. I can't remember. There was like a list.
I had a minifig, like a seek and find, try to find the minifigs. Yeah.
Remember that.
Are there interiors in these other buildings or no?
No, the other buildings are all hollow. Yeah.
And it's all like Technic inside just to
there's actually there's not a lot of Technic in it. There's like a very simple base. Technic skeleton base for it, and then it's all just plates that are attached to the sides of the base, and then there are two long Technic like brick rods, I guess you want to call them. Like I put a bunch of Technic bricks stacked in one long line that are attached to the base, and then each floor gets slid over those and pinned in. So it's really, surprisingly, you'd think there'd be a lot of Technic involved, but there's not. It's all hollow.
Is this photo from Rodeo or from
it looks like Rodeo, yeah.
Yeah, it's
like Rodeo. I don't remember the Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah. Actually, that's like a replica of his rookie card, and they actually had the rookie card. They had the rookie card there.
That's crazy.
Why would you?
Why would you bring that there?
You got to be either very naive or very trustworthy of people, because I wouldn't do that.
Yes. Did they say how much a rookie card is for Ken Griffey?
No, I don't think
it's a decent amount.
I'm not sure if that's the one that's worth a lot of money.
It is. That's the 89 upper deck.
That is? Okay.
Yep.
Jeremy knows. Wow.
Nerd.
Do you know how much that is, Jeremy? In the ballpark?
I don't know. It'd be $200.
Couple hundred. Okay.
And that's just like a standard card. That's not if it's a graded or anything like that.
Might have been graded an 8. I looked at it. It was in the protective thing. I think it was an 8.
Then it'd be upper hundreds to maybe 1,000, maybe.
Wow.
Oh, maybe 1,000. Wow.
Just there.
Just the card.
Man, I have a heart attack. Like, get nervous about people stealing a minifig. That guy's got like a card there.
So do you still have those three marketplace modulars, or is it also Frankensteined into your builds?
Palace Cinema is my favorite modular.
You're not touching that.
I actually took it apart.
Oh,
it's in a bag because I needed the room, but that one has not been modified at all, except for I made my own custom stickers. So I work at a sign shop, so I can design and make my own stickers. So like I switched out the movie posters for like my favorite movies, and the marquee has a Wrath of Khan, like a custom movie on it. And I put like
Trekkie.
Yep, I put a bunch of like I kind of treated it as like a value discount cinema. So there's a bunch of like flashback movies on the other marquees.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
That's such a dangerous job you have, like because I saw one of your videos. I think you were able to print out a sticker for the Spider-Man on a tile, right? And I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it was Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead, and I'm like, that's so cool. And then you're able to like replicate that poster.
Mm.
That would be dangerous for like me to have if I just
Because you're so into
I love
stickers?
stickers so much. So ignorance is bliss for me. Like I'm a consumer, right? It's like, oh,
Right.
where can I
But
buy
would you
this?
make your own stickers? You just like
I
collecting
don't know. I do like yeah, I don't know. But it's
Yeah.
again, maybe if I know how to make something, maybe I'll stop being so into it. No, you said that your wife initially was the one who bought like the friend set and everything. Does she build too, or you just took over after?
Yeah, I actually have 2 friends sets. Like I bought an extra one
Oh, okay.
of my own to modify it. Like all of my other modulars, I've modified it in some
Yeah, degree.
shape or form. But yeah,
Mhm.
she doesn't really get.
So when
actually,
she brought it home, you were the one who built it. Really, she's like,
she built it first. She built it
Oh,
first.
okay, okay.
And then it sat around for a while, and it was COVID, and there was nothing to do. So I'm like, let me take that apart.
Yeah,
You don't mind, right? After I
yeah,
had-
it's taken
after I
apart
had it.
already.
yeah.
You don't mind, right?
Yeah.
Look what I made from it.
Where'd you get that? Oh, that's your set. Oh,
It's much better now.
yeah.
Now, are your kids into Lego, or it's like very much like your toy? And
Yes and no. Like my son, he's 7.
Mhm.
He's like 10-second Tim. Like, what is he interested in this week? Like
Ah.
superheroes. So
Okay.
like, one week it's Mario, the next week it's Sonic, then it's Ninja Turtles, then it's Lego,
Yeah.
then it's something else. So right now he's into Lego. He's kind of like a minifig mock builder. Like he takes all of his minifigs apart and switches them all up, and
Okay.
he's always asking me like, Dad, do you have a blue hand? Do you have gray pants or something? You know. But yeah, right now he's into Lego. We'll see what happens next week.
Nice.
They're
I
not
know
really. My kids
our
really aren't
oldest
totally
our
into it.
oldest was the one who got us into Lego years and years ago, and nobody touches it now. It's really his toy.
Mhm.
Yeah, which I don't mind.
I
I don't have to be sorting through their because
Rubble.
before they make mocks,
And they
And
have
then-
their areas here. This is like your cubby, and
and
this
then
is your
they'd be
cubby.
done with it, and then I'd have to break it apart and sort everything out, and then keep doing that, and everything after everything's sorted, they're like, "Whoa, look at all these sorted pieces. Let me build something else."
And you're like, no, I just
Yeah, the
And
work.
then
I'm
know.
always digging through their stuff, trying to find a piece that I need.
yeah,
So
they have their own area
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
in
and
this Lego room or somewhere else.
no. This
They're-
is the no touch. This is the
Oh,
no
okay,
touch.
you have a no touch area. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like building with my kids, but I don't really like them touching my stuff. It's a
Right.
weird, like oxymoron. It's like
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
double-edged sword. Or,
No, for sure.
yeah.
Like this is our basement, and they just walk through to just do laundry, and like it's like a nothing for them, right? Like
Yeah. At this point,
like when we say, "Oh, we're gonna go get Lego," they're just like, "Okay, go." Like they're so dissociated from Lego, or just
that's
it's just so much of their lives.
that's the technique for AFOLs to get their if they want to keep their they keep pushing it. Oh, you want to build something? Want to build something? No, we don't want to build it.
It's like some kids are pushed into sports, and they're like, right?
Yeah.
Our kids are like, let's play Lego. They're like,
So how did they like Brick Rodeo?
Well, it's a lot smaller. I think they liked it. They were more like hanging out with mom a lot of the time, so
Yeah.
they were like swimming and shopping.
enjoy
and
the
that kind of
pool.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the hotel close to the convention? Is it like
Yeah,
The
it's just like Chicago it's attached to it.
Ah, okay.
We
Okay.
actually stayed at a B&B, so
Oh, okay.
okay?
they were off campus.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. No, we met the couple of guys who organize it.
Yeah, Brady Joyner.
Brady Joyner over in
Yeah.
they were in Slopes. They were really nice. So we're considering doing Slopes maybe
But
the year after.
You mean rodeo?
Yeah, rodeo. Yeah.
We want to do it when it's in Austin, though. So I guess 2026.
I think they switch it every other year.
Yeah.
Houston
I
and
liked
Austin.
rodeo a lot. Like I wish rodeo was closer to Wisconsin because
Mhm.
that's the one. Like Chicago's my home show, if you want, if you
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
And I would rather go to rodeo every year than Brick World every year.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go to rodeo next year or the year
How
after?
far rodeo?
Or just a long drive, right?
No, I think I'm done with rodeo for a while. It's just
Mhm.
I had to take 2 weeks of vacation to
Yeah.
Mm.
do it.
Get that
So,
through. Yeah.
yeah.
It is a drive. No, for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
But you're
don't get me
doing-
wrong, I like
Go ahead.
I like Chicago. It's just so big, and it's
What's
harder
the drive
to
for
like,
you from Wisconsin to Chicago?
It's close,
like
right?
3 hours.
Oh
It's
wow!
not
Oh
bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That is very close.
Yeah.
That is very close.
Are you doing Chicago next year?
I'm on the fence. I
Mm.
probably end up going, but it's
'Cause
like
it's so close.
now I'm gonna have to like try to find some place to stay that's not
Yeah, yeah,
Renaissance.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I really do want to go. I'm unmotivated to go right now. It's like
It's far, right? It's so
yeah.
far. This is it. Like even us, like I mean, I feel like I'm gonna find a place anyways next year. Like it wasn't terrible 2 years ago. We stayed at the Hyatt and it was
2 years
a
ago.
2-minute drive. And we also drive from Toronto, right? So we always have a car. And I'm restless. Like I'm always leaving the convention. I'll go to Costco, I'll go shop, right? And then come back. And
How long?
first year, yeah.
How long of a drive is it from Toronto to like? Where do you enter in? Do you enter in at
Detroit. We
Okay.
go in Detroit, and then it's about
10? 10 hours?
no, 7.5,
Oh.
7.5 to 8 hour drive.
I felt
Toronto
longer.
to Detroit?
Yeah. And
Okay.
so, like I don't know, we always leave at like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. So by the time we enter Chicago area, it's like 9 a.m. So even this time, it's like the first thing we went downtown and then walked around first before we checked into the hotel. And
We went to
it's-
Pequods.
yeah, we went to
Yeah,
and stuff like that. But like I grew up going to Chicago too. Like I have, like I said, family there and everything. And so this was the first year we only had one kid. And it was weird. And even he thought it was weird. He didn't want to go because the older
He's
brothers,
always used to going with his brothers.
right? There's always older brothers, and he's like, "It's gonna be so boring, Mom." I'm like, "Thanks," but because I only had 1 out of 3, I didn't feel like I had to go to Chicago, like downtown, to take them around places or museums all the time. So it was more relaxing. Like I just stayed in Schaumburg area, right? I think like just the first day we were downtown.
Yeah.
And as much as we're trying to get him off his devices, that's like our current always, but he was good enough to stay in the hotel room. He's like, I'll just stay here.
And then we were just
And
hanging
we'll
out
just peek, in
downstairs.
him. So it was easy, but it's almost like I just didn't want to go. And I'm like, oh, but I don't want to leave you.
So we're gonna leave him home.
Bye.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Get away here, guys. Go to your Lego.
We have to just make sure
Yeah.
make sure no parties were going on when we were gone. And
Yeah.
we're like, well, look at all the
Yeah,
Lego.
but we could still pull him out of school, right? So it's things like that. Like he's young enough, and
Yeah.
and the other two are just unpullable at this point. Like when they were little, we used to pull them out of school all the time because it just gets hard to manage synchronized family vacations and stuff like that. So
And work.
oh yeah, and work. Speaking of work, no, I don't want to speak of work.
Yeah.
Let's not speak of work.
Yeah.
Did you try any deep dish when you were? Actually, you're from Wisconsin, which
Yeah, you
is
can-
close.
Yeah.
You always do deep dish.
Pizza's it's not an exotic food for me. I eat pizza all the time. So
Well, we have pizza every week here too. We just don't have a lot of deep dish. And this guy is like, we gotta have deep dish like every day.
I'm probably in the minority. Like I don't see what the big deal with deep dish is. It's just a big bready sponge. I like I don't like I like thin, but if you got deep dish and you got thin crust, I'm probably like in the middle. I like hand tossed, give me like a good 1/4 inch of crust. I don't need 2 inches of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might like the Slackwater pizza then. We tried at Brick Slopes. It's like a hand tossed, fluffy crust.
Dang. More
We just pizza.
Yeah, we're doing more food.
Yeah.
We always end up talking about pizza. Yum, yum.
It's a very universal language, right? Like my love language is talking about food and everything. So
Whenever
gotta
we
be
go to a
Detroit
convention, Maria has her
a whole list of all the places to like eat at
itinerary.
and like just
You want to try different restaurants.
Yeah.
Like at Brick Slopes, we tried a bunch of Detroit style pizzas.
Mhm.
Funny, in Utah, they have a lot of Detroit style pizzas. In Utah.
What's Detroit style?
It's like it's kind of like it's also a thick crust, but it's
It's
like
a different take on Sicilian.
It's a square
yeah.
pizza.
Okay.
And it has the hard cheese along the edges.
Kind of reminds me. You're describing it like how Little Caesars used to be. Like a long time ago, Little Caesars had square pizza.
Mm-hmm. It's very reminiscent of something like that. Yeah, it's basically you put the oil in the pan before you put the dough in, and the dough actually kind of fries as it
Mhm.
bakes.
Okay.
So it's
Yeah.
the
So, like,
real crispy
yeah.
edge.
Yep. Kind of caramelized crust
Mhm.
type of thing. Yeah.
And I think the pan has little circles because we were looking at one of the brick corners, the one that Jeremy mentioned to us. The pizza was still kind of on the pan, and we looked under it, and it has like these little
Perforations to like maybe allow
the
moisture
oil.
or air or something to breathe through,
Yeah,
right? So it
something
like
like
makes the. I don't know. It's we just like pizza.
But you should try. You should try Detroit style. It's a different. I don't know if there's Wisconsin style pizza. I know
Yeah,
there's
is there a Wisconsin style
Wisconsin's
pizza?
known for
No.
their cheese.
Yeah.
I
If
know.
it was, it would just be like a constipation pizza. Just be tons and tons of cheese. on
Oh
it.
my gosh, dream!
You get backed up for like a week.
Ooh, macaroni and cheese
It's like,
pizza.
are you lactose intolerant?
Why
Yeah.
I'll
why is
risk it.
Wisconsin known for cheese? What is the cheese? Is
Uh,
it like
Cow dairy.
Lots of farmland.
Mhm.
Dairy fields.
Yeah. Like, everyone thinks California is the dairy land. I'm still in the camp that Wisconsin's America's dairy land.
Oh, I think Wisconsin.
We have happy cows.
Yeah.
you were born and raised in
Window lakes.
Wisconsin?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Been here my whole life. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but yeah. Can you tell? Is like my accent really Wisconsin-y?
I
don't know.
I can hear a bit of an accent, but then again, you guys could probably hear a Canadian accent with us.
Is there?
I don't know if you can or not.
I speaks English.
Well, yours is like a broken Filipino Canadian
I
accent.
try to mock people. No, I shouldn't.
The further north you go, the O's become more O.
Oh, yeah. In Canada here too, certain areas it'll be like about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so we're like, no, we don't hear anybody like that, like speak here. But then, yes, I went to Edmonton not too long ago, and I'm like,
And when I
it's a
say
bit of an inflection.
gotta be careful now. When I say boat,
Boat.
sometimes I'll go boat. I don't know. Like
Like it's extended. The O is
Yeah, like-
extended.
Oh,
we have
more
a lot of roundabouts in Wisconsin, so sometimes roundabout is a very triggered word. Like you can totally tell you're from Wisconsin sometimes by the way you say roundabout. It's like
roundabout.
roundabout. Yeah.
But do Canadians say a boot instead of about?
Some
A boot?
like I
so.
feel like when you go like more east, like maritime area,
Yeah.
and then
What are you talking
north,
about?
a boot.
Boat. Yeah.
Different. Steve's also into D&D, but he's a new D&D fan.
Oh,
I'm a newbie. Yeah.
that's
I-
cool.
I was
So-
telling
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was telling Steve before the stream started that at Brick Slopes we wanted to kind of try the D&D tournament, but we were kind of shy.
I don't even know where to begin. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think
where to
Maria
begin.
will like it.
I think so too. I even got the
Yeah.
book that Jeremy has, and I flipped through the
See?
pages, like the art of
It's
of
the
D&D
art
Yes.
history of D&D.
Mhm.
and stuff,
Okay.
right? And then recently my kids got not into D&D, but a board game called Slay. What was it called? Something like that. But it is a premise of that world building, and
Also, it's not D&D.
It's not D&D, but it has a premise, and it was from my cousin. We had met up earlier in August, and that was a board game they brought in. They were so into it, and it's complicated. Like it's so much rules to know, and I'm a crazy 8 kind of card game
Yeah.
girl, you know.
It's nice and easy.
It's like nice,
Yes.
fast. It's like I win all the rounds, but when you are like in this kind of like world building, it takes some time to like find your pacing, and there's a lot of reading, which I like, but a lot of reading.
But Steve got into D&D through Critical Bricks with
Oh,
Brick
yeah.
Galaxy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it started out just like turn them on Friday nights and just kind of have them in the background while I'm like
Oh, yeah,
building.
that's a good idea. Right.
Friday night's kind of like if I'm not doing anything with my family, I'm down in the Lego room like messing around doing something.
like right now,
Yeah, like right now. So I kind of
messing around.
Yes, I kind of picked up some of the gameplay just by like osmosis, just kind of listening to
Okay.
them, and then like I met them at Brick World this year,
Mhm.
and
Hmm.
kind of
They're so good.
it kind of evolved into they needed a player for one night,
Oh,
so I
okay.
joined in and
Ah.
total noob. I was telling the guys for the show like I'm a bard, and
Okay.
I joined in the middle of one of their campaigns, so they already had like experience and they were pretty high level, and so I kind of was like a bard that had amnesia. So like I was trying to learn how to play during the campaign, so it worked out. So yeah, but now that's what I do on Friday nights when I can, is play D&D, and it's kind of weird because growing up, it was like stereotypical like
The
you're a
nerd.
nerd if you play
Yeah,
it. When I'm talking to my wife about it,
I bet.
I heard it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And whenever I say the word dungeon master, I still like my inner like I still feel like inner when I'm saying like, so yeah, the
Yeah.
You just want to
dungeon
stuff
master.
yourself in a locker.
Yeah, the dungeon master. Oh no, the dungeon master. I still feel a little like dungeon
That's
master.
my diet.
Yeah, but it's
So
fun.
did you
I
have to,
like it.
did you have to sing since you're the bard?
I didn't sing, but I do have like certain. I channeled Queen. There's like I forgot what it's called now. There's a new spell I got. Anyway, it's about motivating people. I think it's can't remember what it's called, but yeah, I have a Queen song that I
Have to
sing for that
Yeah.
song. So,
Can you evolve? See, I know so little about it, but can you
Yeah.
evolve your bard? Can you be a magician later? Or
Yeah,
no, a bard is a bard, or
I mean, you don't have to just be like a lot of people think bard is just like someone who plays an instrument, but you
Yes.
can like be an artist or a poet or an
okay.
entertainer. You don't strictly have to be a musician, so you can do a different take on it that way.
Mhm.
Tom Bombadil.
Jeremy and Harold, I don't remember. Do you guys do D&D?
Used to play.
I do
played
not
D&D,
play.
Pathfinder.
Yeah. I feel like we
I
missed
play
out
one.
on like something like
Yeah.
and is it too late? I don't know.
We
I-
need to get into like a beginner.
Yeah.
Oh, is
There's
that
also
Steve?
like different
Beginner.
editions with like different rules and stuff like that.
There's a new edition coming out, I think, in the next month or so, where they're actually simplifying everything even more.
It's
Yeah.
out now.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need it like,
you can play campaigns or like different stories, and you just like interject with like different characters, and whatnot. Kind
I
of
need,
like what
like,
they
the
did with
Coles
Steve,
notes.
probably.
Jesse Critical Bricks,
Mhm.
Jesse, he runs that.
Yeah.
He does a good job of mixing it up. Like we do have the long-winded campaigns where we have like week to week you're continuing your player, but he does do a lot of like they're called one shots where you just like you build a level 5 character and you just do a campaign for that night and then it's done. So you could like in theory.
How long is still that campaign for that night? Like, is it still like 4 hours long?
Yeah, we
Probably.
I think the normal stream is like 3 to 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's so
When you
good.
first started, was it at the beginning of a campaign or you just joined in the middle of a campaign?
I was right in the middle, so I started out as level 12 or 13.
Oh wow.
There was
Oh.
like there's no like learning my character in a gradual pace. Like I was thrown into the fire, so I
You
had
are
to.
bard.
Yeah, I had like a lot of stuff that
Wow.
I needed to know. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of
Yeah.
why I chose amnesia, because then I could ask a lot of questions. Because like, what does this do? That kind of
What is
thing.
this again?
Yeah. What is this? This is an instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be a website. I'm pretty sure it's still there, but you can auto generate your D&D character if you want.
Yeah.
Like race, name.
D&D Beyond is the site that we use.
D&D.
Oh.
For some reason, it keeps giving me like an half elf. Like
Yeah,
I was trying to pull it up, I couldn't find it, but it looks something from the 80s. Like the picture of it. So it's kind of funny. The last time I played a half elf swashbuckler that was like racist against gnomes.
Oh.
Harold and his gnome hating.
I know.
Yes.
And it was kind of funny
because
because it kind of like fits my WoW characters too, because I always play I hate gnomes. Basically.
And Andrea hates you for that.
He always plays a gnome. I like the story.
I'm still confused about.
Well, again, I was watching my kids learn to play that game Slay, and they had like different characters too. Like they had a bard, they had a magician, they had like a fighter. Like so, they have like those categories too. That seems
Classes.
to build on, and they had potions. They had like you can challenge a play, and it's so complex. But they like really got into it really quickly, and I felt just dumb watching them play this. Not Dungeons and Dragons. Like I need Dungeons and Dragons for dummies.
But are you supposed to use your own imagination?
No, it's
to
there. Like
do
everything's
something?
laid out, I guess, and then
Play.
you build on that.
I mean, there's no like you basically become that persona,
Character.
and like there's no like one way to do anything. There's like a general. The dungeon master will guide you into like where you're supposed to go next, and like
Yeah.
but the like you don't necessarily have to do it a certain way. Like there was one time we entered this. We were in this. I don't even remember what it was. It was like we were inside a ship, but that ship. Long story short, there was a monster, and the thing that we needed to accomplish the objective, we needed to get this object was inside of the monster. So we had to devise a way to figure out how we were going to get that object. We were going to fight it. Were we going to, there's different ways to do it. So we ended up like Mia and Nikki, you had her on the show a few weeks ago. We decided that we were actually going to teleport inside of it.
Oh,
so like, that's how we approached that objective. Was like we were going to get the object from the inside and fight the monster from the inside out. So
it's kind of like solving puzzles. Is this? And
yeah,
then
but we used our imagination to it. Like
Mhm.
the dungeon master Jesse, he did not expect us to go inside of the thing
that way.
Yeah.
So there's no right or wrong answer. Is
Right.
that?
Yeah.
And then,
Like,
but
the
then it's the
game
dungeon
had, like-
master to decide if it's okay. That's
Yeah.
an okay way to do it. Is
Yeah.
that right? Or
Yeah. I mean, you do have to follow like the core rules. Like
rules?
every player gets a turn, and you can move, but you can't like take 5 actions during your turn. Like it's all turn based, and you have to.
Mhm. Mhm.
So he kind of regulates, how much you're willing to like.
Do.
And then
Just
based
stick
on
to
your
the rules.
experience, you can know. You have more ideas of how
Right.
to.
There's more
do
weapons
things.
at your disposal
Mhm.
to approach the problem. But then at the same time, as you progress and you get higher level, the monsters become more difficult too.
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm. I guess it's like an escape room.
We might get there one day. We'll just keep asking people and go. So, what's your experience like?
I'm just
Are we
curious
full of
because
bricks or are we full of like dungeon
It sounds
masters?
interesting, but then
Full of-
intimidating at the same
It
time.
is. I think that's what holds it, right? It's like you were either into it. I just like again finished rereading Ready Player One, and it has a lot of elements of going back into the 80s, and again, this game was very much predominant in a lot of its storytelling. So it's always fun to like learn about it that way too.
Well, the cool thing about Jesse is he's still learning how to become a dungeon master. So we're still learning together, and
Mhm.
he's really good at like he wants us to have fun and to like do things that he wouldn't normally think of doing. So he encourages us to be creative with how we play it. So
Well, teleporting into a monster is
yeah.
creative. That's like huge cause of indigestion.
Yeah, like once you're inside there's a whole bunch of other factors that start to happen. Like you can't move around a whole lot, so you can't.
Gastric juices killing your skin.
Yeah, there's a whole nother set of like things you got to think about, like as a player and as a dungeon master.
Right.
What happens next? So that was
Right.
fun.
Okay. Very cool.
One thing I noticed in a lot of your Instagrams is the Rickroll. When did that start?
That started years ago. I mean, I wasn't the first one to do it, but
No, I mean, when did you start doing it?
yeah, I know. I was in a group chat with a few guys, and every once in a while they would Rickroll me. Like
You know Rickroll?
they'd Rickroll us. Like
Oh,
you're watching.
explain Rickroll.
Rickroll is like where You know who Rick Astley is? Never
Yes.
Gonna Give You Up.
Oh yeah, I did see one of your videos.
So,
I
like-
was wondering what. Yeah,
Rick
that
rolling
makes
is
sense
like
now.
when you're watching something about, I don't know, pizza, and you're just watching a guy make pizza, and all of a sudden the pizza falls on the floor, and Rick Astley's singing
Never
the
gonna
song.
give you up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the song is supposed to like catch you off guard.
I feel like I only know 2 of his songs.
I only know
That-
that one.
I just know
There
that
was
song.
another song too. Because I had a cousin who was like in love with him.
Rick Ashley.
So
Oh.
we.
What's his other song?
Yeah, I
It
don't
was
know.
2. It was like a slower song.
Hmm.
Never gonna give you up was like the the catchy phrase one.
Mhm.
He was such a pretty boy. But I didn't
He
know
was
that.
from the 80s, right?
Yes.
But one day we were in the chat, and like I don't know if it was a dare or something, but they said, you know, you should make a Rick roll. So I ended up doing it. And then what's funny is like I was about to do a second one, and one of the guys like Rick rolled me back with one of my reels. Like he made one of my reels into a Rick roll. So
Oh,
yeah, like he took
That's
one of my
funny.
rolls that reels that wasn't even a Rick roll, and he turned it into a Rick roll on me. So
that's
yeah,
funny.
it's
Like, he
just
wants to
fun
dance
to
with me.
do it.
Yeah.
How do you come up with your ideas for your reels? Because you have a lot of entertaining YouTube or
That's a good
Instagram
question.
reels.
I used to do a lot more a long time ago. I
Mm.
kind of taken a step back from doing them just because I've said what I wanted to say with them.
Mm.
It's hard to come up with like original ideas, and I don't necessarily want to just do trendy
Mhm.
stuff.
Right.
So
Mhm.
I want to try to keep it. I like to create stuff that I would want to watch.
Right.
So I don't really do a whole lot of trending stuff because I'm not really into trendy
Yeah.
things. So
Yeah.
Would you just think of something, then quickly write it down, and then
Yeah,
something
a lot
else
of
might
times-
pop into your head?
a lot of times it happens during work when I'm like just not like I'm just trying to pass the time inside my head.
An
I'll just
illuminating
get an
moment.
idea.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
funny.
I know a lot of my inspiration comes from stuff that isn't Lego. Like I don't.
Hmm.
I know this sounds terrible, but I don't find a whole lot of. I'm not inspired by a lot of the stuff on like Instagram. Like as far as
Mhm.
Lego goes, I'm inspired by like music and art and stuff. And
Yeah.
so like another thing with like trying to be unique and not be so trendy is like I don't want to create a lot of thing. I don't want to like you pull ideas from people
Hmm.
that create stuff, but you don't want to copy what they're building either. So I try not to, I try to, I don't know how I'm trying
Find
to
your own grain.
You try not
Yeah.
to. You try not to take a look at what other people are doing too
Right.
much. So,
I get inspired by what they're doing, but I'm trying not
Yeah.
to copy them too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
what does your wife think about your funny reels? Does she think they're
Uh,
funny, or she's like, oh,
If I can get a, then I'm fine.
that's good
You know
enough.
what I mean? Like if I can get a, that's like the equivalent of like a really good joke.
That's
So,
funny.
Most of the time it's like, because like I'm a dad and I've got my dad card, and
Yeah.
Right.
I'm always telling dad jokes, and she always rolls her eyes at them. But I mean, I think she thinks I'm funny. She married me, so
Yeah. Still with you. Right.
yeah, she's still here. So yeah, like I mean, she's a good sport. I have back when I was doing reels a lot more. I have a wig, like a
Oh.
blonde wig that I would use to like act as my wife.
Oh.
It's not actually her, but it's like my wife. Like
Yes.
yeah.
it's like an easy way to make fun of your wife without making fun of your wife because it's not her. It's just
No.
the
Yeah.
idea of having a wife.
Yes.
But she actually bought me the wig, so I mean, she's
She's supportive.
Yeah.
Right. She tolerates all of this.
Yeah. So like whenever I make a reel, like when your wife thinks this, it's like I'm not necessarily
Yeah.
telling you what she's thinking. It's just an
Yeah.
actor
Yeah.
portrayal. Of,
Like
Yeah.
a wife, not the
Yes.
wife.
yes.
I feel like you have something with just her reaction of the meh or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
He
that
wants
could be
that.
a reel of something.
Yeah.
Like, that's already gold right there.
Yeah. Let's go, Jerry.
Nice.
Should we go on to the next?
Yeah, we can go into our next segment, which
is
Share Your Stories. Share Your Stories. Share Your Stories. Weekly recap. weekly recap,
which
is you hung out with Just Too Good
So
this
just
week.
this last couple of weeks is Toronto International Film Festival. I mean, we didn't catch any movies, work got in the way, and I feel like it's just more and more expensive each year. Like a lot of them are, of course, presented in like theaters here, like Broadway level theaters. That if I were to watch a movie by Nicole Kidman and pay $150 for a seat, I'm like, I'm gonna wait for it until it's in Netflix, right? And so, as much as we like watching movies, the last movie we saw was
In the theater?
Deadpool.
Oh, we
Yeah,
we
the
saw
theater,
Deadpool.
right?
Did you watch?
Which one?
The new one?
Yeah, the new one.
I have not yet.
All
It's
three
good.
of you guys haven't seen it yet.
Sorry.
And I'm usually the one that
Sorry.
haven't haven't
Yes.
watched it.
Yes.
People
But yeah,
people get mad at me when I haven't seen that movie. Like, you
What?
haven't seen the movie yet? Come on. You need to see it.
you need to see it.
I
Yeah,
liked it.
I'll just
But,
wait till it goes on Disney Plus.
well, this
That's-
is
Exactly.
it.
I'm
Right?
doing-
Like I feel like
cheapskate.
there's so many venues now where movies will show up ultimately in your in your
Mhm.
house that we have actually watched a lot less movies than we used to. But
Do you
the Toronto
think-
International Film Festival,
Sorry?
Do you think Deadpool will be on Disney Plus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 are already
yeah.
on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
That they're
All right.
and I think Deadpool 3 is tamer than 1 and 2
Two.
in terms of like raunchiness.
Yeah, 2, like, they took the level up.
A
Oh,
little bit. Yeah.
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 Deadpool 3 is more of a Marvel movie than it is a Deadpool movie. I would think.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way, Harold. You know how Marvel movies have gone down. It's kind of brought it back up a little.
But
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, the Lego piece by piece is also one of the features here, and I didn't realize, or like last minute, but Sarah, Just Too Good, was actually in town, and so was Chris, Duck Bricks, and a couple of other guys to premiere it. So a couple of weeks ago, I was in Orlando, which is close to where she lived, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're here!" I'm like, "Yes, but I have no time to see you." So it was actually good to like catch up with her at the last bit to see it, but she's.
So
I
did
don't know.
you show her any of the
I know there was like
Toronto
I try, right? Like
eateries?
if you guys are ever in town, I'm always about like, okay, what's my favorite part of Toronto and what's my favorite places to eat? Because right? Like how to show our area here. But I did just take her over for lunch at one of the oldest places in Toronto, the distillery, which is still like cobblestone. It's still untouched, like from the 1800s. I always like bringing friends there.
Yeah.
And so she hasn't seen it because she was just so busy, like going from like one film to another film. And she also has a huge interest now in filmmaking versus Lego, right? So she feels like she's getting a lot of backlash too, where her interests are diverting elsewhere. And she'll get criticism for like, well, what are you going to do with your Lego now? And it's like, again, it's like we can be so many things. Like we're like many layers of a personhood. It's not just Lego, right? Like I run, like XYZ, right? But yeah, it was good catching her up. And then I don't know, I tend to Uber people around. So if you guys are ever in Toronto, I really do good airport pickups, good airport drop-offs, 5-star ratings all
Do you
around.
like the cardboard sign that says
Pretty
last name?
much, yes.
Let me pull up. Get in the van.
I did. I actually beat her Uber to her hotel. And I'm like, yep, I'm here. Get into
Even
my
at
car now.
Chicago, we
Yeah, we Ubered Harold around.
Yeah.
Get in the van. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I find like when like the things like Toronto International Film Festival gets to Toronto, it gets like another level of like busy, crazy traffic. Like it's already bad on any day, and I go frequently down enough.
Were there any famous actors or
Yeah,
actresses?
every single premiere had their directors. So like Angelina Jolie, for example, she directed a movie with Salma Hayek, and they would always be at the premiere. And so
This year?
Yep, this year. And so whoever, I could think it was Andrew Garfield, but these are even like, to me, like the more like
A-list?
North American movies that we would see in the theaters versus like when they say International Film Festival, there were like hundreds of different
Foreign
movies
films.
from all over. And I'm always so intrigued by like just the different storylines out there that you're like, it just puts a curveball in storylines, right? And I know like we're always trying to like push boundaries of what storytelling is, and you're wondering, is this actually based on fact versus fiction? Like I spend too much time like reading synopsis of movies than actually watching the movies.
Spoiler.
And some are really good, right? Some are really good. So, but I tend to like the short films. I tend to like foreign films too. teaches you something more.
Do they have international film festivals, like, for example, in
Yeah, so New York,
Virginia or
New York,
New York one's coming up.
LA.
LA right now, so she actually flew
Yeah.
Sarah to LA for the Piece by Piece premiere there.
is it more just the big cities then?
I think so. I think maybe there's always like film festivals in many different towns or cities, but in terms of like international film festival, it would like be the large
Sedona
one.
has one that they have, but I think it's more of a local movie.
Like indie.
Where's
Yeah.
Sedona?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Oh, by you. Okay.
Yeah.
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 When we lived in DC, me and Christine went to this Japanese film festival during cherry blossom season.
Oh, okay.
That's really cool. So they play
Yeah.
like different Japanese
Anime?
films that weren't even released yet.
Oh,
Was that like anime or just
No, they're like
also like
live action?
live action, yeah. There's like dramas. There is,
Mhm.
I think there was a comedy one that we watched, and then like it's short. There's short films too.
Yeah.
You were saying a lot of the films are expensive though.
Well, this is it. It's just like based on the theater that you're watching it. So one of the theaters that they promoted it was the Princess of Wales Theater, where usually Broadway shows would be featured. Like The Lion King is going to go there soon. Wicked just played in it, and you're paying for that seat and not necessarily just the movie.
That's $50.
$150.
Oh, $150.
$150, right? And so
for a regular movie.
For a regular movie that you will see, like I said, you know.
And these guys won't even watch Deadpool.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna watch
right?
Alien
It's not like I'm boycotting it.
No, I
know.
mean like in the theater.
Just the
like
cheap
150.
Yeah, we're
no,
just
but it's true.
cheapskates, okay?
Yes. No,
Right,
but-
yeah, if you're already paying for Disney Plus.
I mean Disney
Right.
Plus.
Yeah, no. So I mean, like these are like I guess like if you're a huge fan of movies or if a huge fan of a certain director,
You want the experience, I
Yeah,
guess, of
like
going to the theater.
a movie that I wanted to watch. I was actually considering it was a film by David Cronenberg, and he is a director for like The Fly. He does a lot of like horror
Okay.
body horror films, right? And so this one is a bit on the dark side, and is actually probably his most and he's Canadian. It's probably his most personal. It's called the Shroud, and I have a morbid curiosity on all things morbid curiosities, like personally. And so the Shroud was just based on like this character's wife who had passed away, and the shroud is kept on her body, and it just depicts all her memories. So
Okay.
it's like just like a science fiction like twist to a lot of David Cronenberg's movies. And I thought about it, and I'm like, but then again, I
Did
was
it
like,
get good reviews?
so the reviews happen like a lot later, right? So it depends on like all the exposures of each movie and how much they're, I guess, like seen out there and stuff like that. But like before Toronto was like the Cannes Film Festival, just like a week ago, right? So like it's all of these movies have traveled, and they're the ones that will be ultimately evaluated for Oscar. Are you Oscar worthy? The top 10, and then it gets filtered down to like the top 5, and then those are the ones that we get by February, like which is the top, and as evaluated by the Academy, the people in the Academy, how are there. But yeah, like I mean, lots of like very interesting, always like script writing, screen showing. It's just I don't have time. I had to go to work. I was like, oh, can I catch a 9:00 movie? But like to drive downtown and then to go, like, what am I, 17? No. I have to like wake up the next morning to like get the kids to school, right? So like who am I talking about?
I fall asleep at like 4 p.m. watching TV.
Yeah.
I know.
Exactly.
Can you imagine you pay $150
and you're passed out?
and then you
Yeah.
sleep through?
I feel like a lot of our experiences now, like, you know, it's like you recline your movie seat and I miss out.
Oh yeah, those
The
American
it's nice and cold
AMC.
and dark, and you're like,
I
I'm just gonna
know.
close my eyes for 2 seconds, and I wake
Like
up and it's like the credits.
Take
I'm
a
like,
$150 nap.
seriously. So yeah, pass. We'll wait for it.
Steve, anything interesting this week or last weekend or anything?
I was gonna say that for show and tell, but
Oh, okay. We'll do that for show and tell. But
I-
otherwise,
I-
just mundane work.
I get Fridays. I usually like throughout the week. I work more than I need to, so I can bank my hours for Friday.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I can get out earlier. So
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I went to Bricks and Minifigs today, and
Okay.
I was in the. I've never like scrounged around the bulk tables ever there.
But 2 days
And
a
I
day.
did that for like 3.5 hours today.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Get like a bag that was like this big.
What were you looking for?
Pieces for my mock that I'm doing. So
Like
like
specific, what specific?
Elements.
specific colors mostly.
Hmm.
So their tables don't have any more medium nougat or dark orange. Like I
You
thought
took
I'd
them
seen
all.
one of those pieces. Yeah.
3 hours. That is
So
commitment.
what's their deal?
3.5.
What's the deal then for the bricks? Is it like
It's like a
this
pick a
little
brick.
bag?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
like what's the price deal? I mean, like
for me, it's a little steep, but
Mm.
I wanted to try it out. So
Mhm.
like a pick a brick box now is what, like $16 or $17.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I got the $25 bag.
Okay.
So they have these little teeny like ice cream sundae cups. Like I don't know how you're supposed to fit anything in them.
Yeah.
Those are like $8. So I'm like
Oh,
that.
wow.
That's kind of. Then they got like a big gallon bag. I think is like 90. They got like 5 different size like options you can get. I think 90 is the biggest one.
Is it like pick a brick where you like
yeah,
fit the pieces inside a strategic way to fit more in the
kind
bag?
of a bag? It's pretty easy. You just stick it in there, so it
Shake
doesn't.
it.
Yeah, shake it. And I was getting a lot of like 1x2 pieces, so there wasn't a whole lot of air in the bag when I was done. So I got a lot of small
Nice.
stuff. So
Yeah.
Nice.
I think maybe I got my money's
Condensed.
worth out of it.
Yeah.
So
It
it's
weighs
just
a
like
ton.
a lot of bricks and plates and tiles. So wasn't anything crazy like door frames or like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like leaf pieces or stuff like that. It was all really small. So
Do you have a lot of like Lego store around you too, or mainly the bricks and minifig? We haven't been to a bricks and minifig.
we got the bricks and minifig, which is like 2 minutes from my work.
Oh,
I thought I was
dangerous.
gonna be like I thought I was gonna be in trouble when that thing popped
Opened up.
It's only been up like a year.
But
so,
you've held your ground. You're like, no,
yeah,
not
I mean
today.
the prices. I thought the prices would be more comparable to like a Lego store.
Yeah.
But it's a lot.
They
Not
mark
like
up their prices.
the pick-a-brick stuff. I thought would be more comparable, but it's not. If you want to go to Target, you can go to Target. If you want to go to Walmart, Lego, it's all the same price for like the box sets. Really, it's.
Yeah.
I was more interested and excited about the new store for actually like searching for pieces that I would want to make
Yeah.
box with. So,
Yeah.
but it hasn't been the case. Like, it's a little expensive for my taste.
Mhm.
Plus, I spent 3.5 hours there looking for my pieces.
That's already like time spent. Like that's already a valuable like
I
right.
put a
Like,
lot
on
of
top of what you spent.
equity. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm like, do I really like? It's not super convenient to spend 3 hours looking for a little bit of pieces. Like I could probably just spend my time more wisely, I think. But it was fun to try.
But I think you had fun. You otherwise wouldn't have done 3.5 hours. There was
That's
something
2 an
in
hour
that.
and a half naps.
My hands were all dry. Like I can't
I
touch.
bet. I was gonna
Not
say.
itchy.
Like I looked at my hands like, is that dirt? No, it's just my hands are dry from like
Yeah.
like it was mountains of Lego. Like I slipped
Wow.
through all 3 tables to
Nice.
find this much.
Wow.
It
That's
was I had a headache afterwards, which was
still
kind of-
lingering.
yeah.
Yeah.
I felt
Yeah,
kind
we
of
haven't
weird
been yet.
going into
Yeah.
the store because they didn't have any music playing, and it
Oh,
was like right after lunch, so
quiet.
the
You
store was
just-
like dead
you
quiet.
just
I'm like,
hear swish, swish,
yeah,
swish.
shh. I'm like, I feel like I'm disturbing you guys. I was so loud. It felt weird at first. Like,
And you were the
don't
only one
mind
there for
me.
3.5 hours, or
No, I
No,
mean it started picking up near the end
okay.
of it. Like
okay,
from 12 to 2 was probably
you monopolized it.
yeah. I pretty much had my whole. I had my whole reign to the.
Yeah,
to the
they looked
thing,
at you like that's his happy moment right
Yeah.
there. Let's just leave him alone.
Do you know if different bricks and minifigs have different price deals? Like other ones might have. Is it standard
Or,
$25?
like a franchise.
Yeah.
I'm not
standard.
sure.
Oh.
I'm not
It's,
sure.
it's pretty standard. They have like a set, like I guess range, but one bricks minifix might have a set for $5 more. My one have like $5 less, but there's usually a range.
I see.
Yeah, depends on like what the market is at that time,
Yeah.
and then bring it in.
I mean, if you're a minifig collector, you probably would have
Yeah.
more of a fun time there than just your general Lego fan. I think.
Parts.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I guess-
minifigs are all one set. Like they're pretty consistent in how they price those. But their used sets there's usually a range for that.
Yeah. When we were at Chicago, we were thinking about going to the Bricks and
And we
Minifigs because
ran
I know
out of
they
time.
have
Yeah.
a couple there,
Yeah.
but we just didn't end up
Mhm.
doing it.
Mhm.
Still need to go to
Next
Bricks and
year, see,
Minifigs.
there's always something for the year after, right?
We had a store here called Lasting Toys before. It was
That
our
was like
honey
a
hole of retired sets.
and they were selling them at the same price when they were released. Like it wasn't marked
Yeah,
up or
they didn't
anything.
mark it
So
up.
Hey, that's like
hardly
Toy
anybody.
Meisters here.
It was crazy. And
Yeah.
then they closed, and maybe
Yeah.
that's why.
That's where we got like a bunch of Pirates of the Caribbean sets that were retired back in the day, and some Harry Potter ones.
Yeah.
Some Star Wars.
Yeah. You had
I
mentioned
still
that you were
remember
in
last
design.
year
Oh, sorry.
the Bricks and Minifigs booth sold or was trying to sell a Stitch minifig for like $45.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You remember that?
Like the ones from the
Stitch?
Live was trying to look for
CMFs?
one.
The CMF, like
Yeah, the
Our-
CMF Stitch.
our army of Stitch.
Yeah. That same exact one for $45. I remember
What?
me and Amber Live were like, what is that?
Wow.
What is that minifig going for in Bricklink?
That's crazy.
I don't
Not 45, but is it up?
not sure. I can look it up really quick.
So, Steve, do you collect minifigures at all? Because I know you have a bunch in your Spider-Verse mock.
I'm not. No, I would say I'm not a collector of minifigs. I like them. I don't. I've bought a few sets for minifigs, but that was for my Spider-Man mock. So
yeah.
There are a few that I would like to get, but I still have to like display them. They're all in a drawer right now. They're just like scattered. But no, not really.
Jeremy, how was your week?
Pretty good. Answer your question about Stitch. Looks like brand new, roughly about $25. And
that's
used,
the first series, right?
Yep, first series. And used is about $15.
15.
So going from $5 to 25, it's.
I'm looking at the 6-month quantity average.
Right. I'm looking at what's on sale now.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the average prices.
It's always interesting how minifigures go up in price. But I guess it's like
yes. For me this week, we actually started getting some better weather, so it was actually starting to get out to hike. So we've been loving that.
Warmer or cooler?
Cooler.
I know it's getting cold here too.
Where we're roughly 30 minutes from Sedona, where we go hiking at. It was basically about 100 degrees one day. Then the very next day, Sedona was showing in the 80s.
Oh.
And it's actually starting next week. I think Andrea said the highs were like in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
nice.
So we're having a big shift in weather over the next week. So we're getting plenty of hiking back in.
Oh, that's good.
How cold does it get in Arizona then? Like during January,
Snowworthy?
We definitely get snow. It'll be maybe 40s, 50s during the day, and then you might get into the teens where we are. The further north you go towards Flagstaff, it'll get colder.
I always thought Arizona was just warm all the year.
I know.
Down towards Phoenix, it'll stay a little bit warmer, but we're at roughly a little over 4,000 feet elevation. So Phoenix is the low, so it stays warmer there. And Flagstaff, I don't remember the elevation, but they actually get cold. At one point last year, I-40 was actually shut down where you couldn't go by because it was so cold they couldn't get up to clear the roads well enough for people to drive on.
Yeah, because if the city isn't prepared for like a snowfall, like Wisconsin or even here, we have snowfalls all the time. So then the plows know what to do. But if all of a sudden
they're unused to it,
you get a little bit of snow.
Yeah, I think it snowed a couple of years ago somewhere in Texas, and it was just panic. Right? They didn't have the appropriate anything, like no salt trucks, nothing.
There's like a half an inch of snow on the ground and people are panicking, like close the schools, close
it. They just don't have the protocols for it. Right over here, it's like right before a snowfall, they're already like salting our roads.
Yeah, they know what.
I'm like, bring out the pretzels.
The apocalypse.
My friend was like, "Oh, we have work off," and I was like, "For what? There's a snowstorm in San Diego." Looked up, you only have like a half an inch of snow.
That's nothing. That's nothing. But it has been cold. Like, I mean, I was hoping we get some sort of like a lasting summer. Like, it's usually September it peaks. Actually, this weekend it's gonna peak. It's back to like
30s. Today was
80s.
in the 30s.
It's back in the 80s Fahrenheit.
Oh,
so equivalent, right?
Yeah.
So it's like 30s, and I have to like speak their speak sometimes.
Yeah,
I have to
you
like know
guys-
their numbers.
yeah.
Otherwise, it's
I'm
like
at 30 Celsius.
30
appreciate
Celsius.
it. I just know 30 is really hot.
Yeah, so we can't foreign talk too much.
40 is 100.
40 is 100.
Yeah, what's the
But yeah,
Celsius
it's
talk?
supposed to warm up again, but it's been cold. Like kids have been going to school in hoodies, and they're angry because at the end of the day, it's actually quite warm.
Yeah.
But in the morning, it's cold. But,
I actually had a woman this week. I think the low was like mid 80s, and she said that she was cold that morning. That it was too cold for her. She says she moved here for the heat, and it was too cold for her in the middle of the 80s. I'm like, jeez.
Wow. No.
When we went to rodeo this summer, it was like 100 degrees like every day.
Wow.
And there were
Oh my
people in
God.
like black hoodies and black jeans. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I didn't understand that.
But they're locals?
Yeah.
Must be.
I don't know if it's just because it
They
gets
know.
so cold indoors that they.
Oh,
But they're
guess,
just
the AC.
walking outside.
Oh, it's so hot. You get sick.
No.
Is the heat dry in Texas? I don't remember.
It was humid. It was
Oh, it's humid.
Oh, humid.
Oh, actually,
Yeah,
San Antonio's
at least it was when we went.
Oh, okay, because Utah was so nice, and over here to our end, it's so humid. Orlando's so humid, right? So
Right.
I forget that there's other nice heats out there. That I'm like, oh, this is so nice.
Heats.
It is a nice heat. Like it's in the
Nice
80s, and you can.
heats.
I feel like it can run still.
Yeah.
Versus here, I'm just a melted pot. So, yeah.
How about you, Harold? How was your week? Or Jeremy?
I mean, besides work, I've actually watched a lot of stuff. I finished Gundam Seed. I watched I think it was like 58 episodes within a week since I've been back.
Oh wow!
But you said you're not going to watch Ring of Power?
Yeah,
No.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not.
Season 2 is actually good.
I'm not getting into it.
Not what I've heard.
So speaking of falling asleep while you're watching TV, I've tried to watch the first episode of Ring of Power twice. And I've
Of season 2, or even season 1.
The pilot episode.
Yeah.
Twice, and I've fallen asleep 3 times within those
Yeah.
3 different trying to watch it. I cannot.
Yeah.
It must get better, but for me, it's like this is boring.
I'm having a hard time with
Hold on,
season
man.
2. Like I'm so disengaged.
Oh.
Like I like the dragon
into
one. What's the dragon
I
one?
like
Actually?
Lord of the Rings.
Yes, I like
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, the movie too. Like
Just can't stay awake.
Yeah, no, it's a bit painful. I don't know why.
I heard
You've
they're
heard-
trying to,
Harold, you've heard-
gotta
heard it-
reboot
okay.
Lord of the Rings. I was like, why?
Oh, really?
Because
Yeah.
Hollywood doesn't have anything original to say anymore.
Right.
You gotta
to
reboot everything.
I was
bring
like, oh, that's
like get
interesting.
refans back. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, for sure.
But yeah, I've just been watching anime, and yesterday at work,
Watching
my friends
TV.
were talking about like going to Europe and stuff, and I was like, I think I'm gonna modify his Foxy blocks I have upstairs
Oh, from Citizen Brick?
from Citizen Brick. So I have a modular of Foxy blocks. I'm not sure if you seen that.
You know
Steve?
Foxy Blocks, Steve?
Yeah, it's an old Citizen Brick. It's pretty expensive
it's the strip,
now.
it's the strip club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a strip club. It's a adult entertainment center.
Oh.
Adult entertainment center.
It's probably about 9 years old.
Yeah,
Mhm.
9 years old. And the LED still works. Kind of crazy. And
It
still
goes
has
for
the
pretty
batteries
expensive now.
from when I
It's-
installed it.
Isn't it pretty expensive now in the
That's what
aftermarket?
Harold was saying.
I think it's like $500.
Oh my
Jeez.
gosh. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I should cut the box.
And how much did you buy it for?
I want to say it was like 200, 250.
Okay.
Double.
Yeah.
So more than doubled.
Anyways,
like
yeah,
modular-
I started looking
modular
at like Amsterdam red light districts to see if they modernize the buildings, because that's the original influence I got when I built the first modular.
Hmm.
Yeah, I took pictures of the old Amsterdam district.
Okay, so I can see where it's
And
going. His
hold on
friends
there.
are going to Europe. He thinks of Amsterdam.
Yeah,
I
think
got
of
it.
Amsterdam.
I
So I
can
was
see
like,
that
oh,
because I was
cool.
like, Europe to this. I'm like,
I don't know. It was
something
kind of
else.
cute.
Harold was on.
I was pretty off this week, but yeah.
You're just happy to be home.
Yeah.
But the original Foxy Blocks, it's not a modular, right? It's just
Yeah,
like
it's not modular.
it's like a central
place
perk.
Yeah.
Like it's like a open.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like a
But then Harold.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a diorama, but it does have some walls.
Yeah, it has some walls to it, and it has like custom tile and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember it had its own light system, and
I guess we'll see
I
for
was
show and tell
scared
in
it
the
was gonna
future.
corrode.
No pressure. We'll see it for a show and tell. 2 weeks from now, you had that deadline.
2 weeks from now, gotcha.
The European.
Right.
I'm gonna build
Have you
it
been
on,
building?
what's it called? Mills plate. Yeah.
Oh, Mills plate. Have you been building since you got back, Harold?
I have. I was actually gonna show it at show and tell.
Okay, maybe we have to delve into show and tell now.
But I think that's time for. our
Wait,
next
I wanted to
segment, right?
mention some stuff that we
Oh.
watched.
What? I didn't watch anything.
Remember we watched. Have you guys heard of Arthur the King? Remember we watched Arthur the King?
King Arthur?
Yes.
Finish it.
No.
We
Oh no, I
finished it.
did. Oh my gosh, this was an interesting movie.
It's with Mark Wahlberg, and he's doing adventure racing.
Yes. So I had no idea adventure racing is a thing. We used to run marathons, but adventure racing is you're racing through jungles and
It's
trails.
like a 5-day race.
Yes.
Basically.
And it's a bike, it's a hike, it's all of the above and a swim. And you have a team of 4 or 5 people, and they're like hardcore. It's like there's only like top 100 people in the world who'll do this, and
but you're like climbing
mountains,
mountains,
on an incline, like a 90-degree. Like, okay, we have to get through this mountain, and let's go up. And so you have your harnesses, you have your belayers. It's intense. I feel like you would die. I would die.
But it's based on a true story.
Yes.
And the whole premise is
it's based on book.
There's this dog that keeps showing up
for this team.
It's like Homeward Bound.
Well, it's weird because they're climbing mountains, going down zip lines, and they keep seeing the dog at these checkpoints, and they're like,
"So
how did this dog get from here to here? It must know some shortcut."
Or if you have 4 legs, you're clearly faster than 2-leg beasts.
No, but like, how's the dog going down the zip? Like, they're going down the zip lines and climbing mountains, and this dog is getting from
point A to point B.
And it's a true story. Like,
that was his dog. And it was a very sick dog. So yes, it's ultimately it's like one of those Disney feel-good animal movies, and with Mark Wahlberg, and you know.
But you liked it. You usually don't
Arthur
like dog movies.
I usually don't like
Arthur the King.
Arthur the King. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched Rebel Ridge before.
Oh, I watched that.
Yeah, actually, kind of liked it. I mean,
it's with a Marine, right?
Yeah, with the Marine. Christine couldn't get with the acting, but we enjoyed the story of it. It was kind of.
Have you guys heard of Rebel Ridge?
Yeah, it just came out.
It's on Netflix.
No.
Yeah.
Nick is my movie watcher, and I
this week
pulled into his movie.
I kind of got into a Matt Damon binge.
He did. I'm like,
what Identity?
No, so I thought I watched it, but I hadn't watched it before. It's called Adjustment Bureau. Have you watched Adjustment Bureau?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, which is an interesting. It has to do with like the government adjusting
accounts,
the lives of people to make sure they're on the same path.
Okay.
And Matt Damon and the Emily Blunt character, they keep
colliding,
bumping into each other, but the government's trying to keep them apart because they want Matt Damon's supposed to become this president eventually, and she's supposed to become this famous dancer. But if they're together, those things don't happen.
So it's like science fiction-y, like it's not.
Yeah, okay. It's not real. Like they have these teleporting doors and everything.
I see. I've never seen this.
But I think it came out like 2011 or something like that.
Okay.
So I watched that, and then sometimes after you stream something, it says like, if you like this movie, you might like these.
Nick had 2 days off back to back. This is what happens.
So then
I think he built Lego because there's something in front of me, but like.
So then I watched these 2 movies that I've seen before, like tons of times, but I'm like, I want to watch it again. So I watched Rounders. You guys have watched Rounders, right?
It's a good one. Yep.
With
Rounders.
Rounders.
Yeah.
It's with Matt Damon, John Malkovich.
He did go through Matt
It's with
Damon.
Ed Norton. Ed Norton's in it. So I watched that, and then Good Will Hunting, which we were just in Boston.
You were just in Boston.
Yeah, but it's interesting.
Do you like apples?
Why?
How about them apples?
Yeah.
How do you like them apples?
No, but he was saying, when we were watching Good Will Hunting when we were younger, we always thought that the what's his name?
Robin Williams' character
was old.
Was so old.
We're the same age as well.
Yeah, he's 46. I'm like, what?
That's us now.
But he looks so much older in the movie. And even
is it a perception? What if we look so much older to our 20-year-old counterparts?
Yeah, that's true.
Look at my gray.
What
and
if
also
Nick grew out that beard that had that same look?
Right?
What would it look like?
Nick, you have to start growing a mustache come November.
Have you Movember?
Yeah, Movember. I'll try hard.
Hey, some girls can. So
I don't know.
I also watched another movie that I want.
Oh my gosh! You can't have 2 days off back to back. It's dangerous.
Have you guys heard of Palm Springs?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there.
I've been there too.
So you've heard of Groundhog Day, right?
Yeah.
With
classic
Andy McDowell.
So it's Groundhog Day, but
in Palm Springs.
It's the mom from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. She's in it. You watched this, Jeremy? Palm Springs, or you just know of it?
I know of it. We have seen the trailer. We were going to watch it, and we never have watched it.
Oh.
Okay. It's an old movie, I think. I think it came out.
Came out about a year or two ago.
Yeah, like 2020, 2022 or something. It's not a good movie, but it's. I ended up. It's like one of those movies that it's not good, but it's like a popcorn movie. You're entertained.
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like it has Ryan Sandberg. Is that his name? The guy from Saturday Night Live, the one who looks like
Andy Sandberg.
Ryan Sandberg is a Chicago Cub.
Yeah, he's a baseball player.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has Andy Sandberg, and so you know how he's kind of slapsticks. It's kind of like that.
It made you giggle, didn't it?
Happy Gilmore.
I can watch you. I can see you like on the couch just giggling.
But yeah, because like it's every day, like they do stuff,
That's good. Okay.
But I want you to watch it. It's you'll like it.
It's not good, but I want you to watch it.
She's not gonna watch it because she said it's bad.
Do you think I just like slapsticks? I do like movies that I don't have to think about so much. So.
Yeah, and then the last movie I watched was The Tomorrow War.
Oh.
The one, remember you saw me watching it with Chris Pratt? It's an old movie.
That one's on my queue to watch, and I just like every time I want to watch, I'm like, I don't want to watch it.
Wait, which one?
The Tomorrow War.
Oh, Edge of Tomorrow?
No, not Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, Tomorrow's War. I remember that one.
It's with like the aliens coming in like 30 years.
Yeah, aliens.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Oh, I did watch a movie with you before work, which is weird that I watched a movie.
Movie?
No, it wasn't. It was the Hunger Games, but the prequel to Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah.
The Ballad of something.
I forgot about that movie.
It was okay. You were into it more than me.
Yeah, I was into it. I don't know why I was into it. I don't know. And I wasn't into the actors or actresses or anything, but I usually like reading a book first before I watch the movie, and I actually had such a hard time getting into this book. It's probably one of my did not finish.
What, the Hunger Games?
The prequel to the Hunger Games. I liked the Hunger Games book. That was okay, but this one, yeah.
So this prequel, it's the 10th Hunger Games
versus
74th.
The 74th is
And so it was when President Snow was
a young lad.
President Snow.
So it's just interesting, sort of like how he was actually defending the people from the districts or being a champion for them versus who we see later on, who seems like a cold, calculating man, right? Later. So, but I didn't finish it because I had to go to work.
Yeah, I didn't finish it too. We could finish it still, but
perhaps
it's not. It's
maybe.
I'm watching Civil War right now. Well,
Captain America: Civil War?
No, Civil War the movie. It's like the journalist. Like war journalist.
Oh,
is that the one with Patrick Swayze? Oh no, it's North and South.
No, it has she played dang, now I forgot what she played. She was in Spider-Man. Mary Jane.
Which Spider-Man?
Kristen Stewart.
Which Spider-Man?
No, Kristen Stewart.
From Bring It On.
Yeah,
from Bring It On.
Oh.
Is her name Kirsten or is it Kristen?
Kirsten?
Might be
I always
Kirsten.
forget.
I think it's
Kristen.
Kristen.
I
Kristen.
think it's Kirsten.
K-R-I.
Yeah, her.
Dunst.
She's amazing.
Interview with a Vampire, little girl.
Yes.
Oh yes.
We can play Movie Link like this.
I fell asleep watching it.
Pretty
but
good at that.
Oh,
I'm
the
gonna rewatch
Chris.
Chris Stan?
No, I think it's with an
No,
I
no.
though. Chris.
I think
Yeah.
it's Kirsten.
Kristen.
Kirsten.
Oh,
Kirsten.
Done.
somebody Google already.
So is it good, Harold?
It's Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Oh, it is Kirsten.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she's married to, I want to say, the guy from Breaking
Tobey
Bad.
Maguire.
Breaking Bad?
No! She married somebody from Breaking Bad. It was like a weird link when I found that out. I'm like, oh, but then they were like co-actors in a movie together. But he was
Like
from Breaking
Jesse
Bad.
Pinkman?
No, not that guy. The guy
Jesse
who.
Bryan Cranston.
No,
That's our dad.
no, a minor major character, but a minor. Like towards the end
The
of the season.
Heisenberg?
No.
The
And
one-
not the Chicken Man.
Like one
and
of
not-
the twins?
No. Just somebody Google this again. But yeah,
Mm.
I give up.
Kristen Dunst.
All right, I'll do it because it's gonna bug me.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it too because I
Wha-
see them all the time.
While
And
you're
like,
Googling it, do you want to go into our next segment?
Hey, she's as old as I am. I'm
She
actually
is?
older. I'm actually
What's
older
the
than Kirsten Dunst. That's makes me sad.
You could have been in Bring It On.
you could be as old as Williams. So how sad would you be?
Who's Williams?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
Oh, Robin.
That's who she's married to.
Yes, he was from Breaking Bad. Jesse Plemons.
Oh, that guy.
He was in Jungle Cruise.
He's been
With
on
The
a lot
Rock?
of things.
Yes,
Oh.
he was the villain.
Oh.
Oh.
But yeah,
I want to
Alright,
watch
we're gonna
that.
he's in Civil War.
I think Jungle Cruise is on Disney Plus, isn't it?
It is.
Okay, I guess you're watching that
Oh,
I haven't
Jake
watched that.
Gyllenhaal. That was what I was thinking of.
as her husband.
All right,
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
that
gonna-
guy.
Yeah.
It's time for show and tell.
Disclaimer: all my show and tells are non-Lego related.
It's never Lego related.
As usual.
Oh, where did Harold go? All right.
Goodbye.
Jerry.
Kicking me out already. Dang it.
No, we didn't hear that you had any show and tell.
I got show and tell.
All right, what do you got?
Okay, so first up, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is something that I grew up.
Oh,
in
no.
You went to Hobby
Buffalo,
Lobby
New York.
again?
I know.
So I'm going to Buffalo, New York tomorrow for a wedding, and I just might drop off at a Hobby Lobby because I was looking at their like weekly specials. I've never been to a Hobby Lobby until I'm like 46. I don't know why this happened, and it's so fun in there. But one of the things we found in Hobby Lobby is this like indoor basketball.
It's called a silent basketball.
I could find
Right?
that at Walmart.
No, we cannot find this in a Walmart. You have no idea what awesome things you have in your country.
So Hayden loves this.
Yes. So our youngest is very much into basketball, and of course, it's very noisy when he's like bouncing a basketball in the house. But this, look at, he bounces this.
Yeah, you
bounces
can barely
it.
hear it.
It's amazing. But we actually bought something similar on Amazon a few months ago, and he has played with it so much that the sponge has been coming off, like it's in shreds.
But this is
And-
the different material than that.
Yeah, but
spongy.
look, it's actually also
Oh, it's already there.
potentially
I was very
shredding.
sorry.
Does it
He's
weigh?
Throw it behind you.
It's actually a good weight. It's not as heavy as a basketball, but it's substantial
It
enough.
has some
like
weight
it's
to it.
like it's not a light sponge, so you actually feel like when you're dribbling it, there's something a heft to it. So
Mm.
yeah, Hobby Lobby.
When we got this in Utah, we stuffed it in our.
Yeah, we almost didn't
suitcase.
know how to bring it in because
But
you know.
it fit because it compresses.
Yeah, I just gotta show it to you because you know it's made me not be the mother who goes stop dribbling the ball in the house. It's amazing. I highly recommend it for all your noisy people. My show
You're
and
not gonna
tell.
throw it behind you?
No.
No.
No. Nick's here. But it would be a different show if Nick's not here. I had an accident. I always buy journals. I wasn't going to buy this journal, but it made
Oh, that's a nice one.
this is a nice one. This is a Moleskine journal, and
What's the building?
the
Looks like
building
the
is
Boutique
Casa
Hotel.
Batlló. It's Casa
yeah.
Batlló in Barcelona, Spain. It's by Gaudi. And
Look at that
so I
sangria
actually
on
saw this in the Moleskine website earlier this year. I couldn't, every time I try to order and ship to Toronto, it's like another $25 shipping and handling. And
Dang.
we do have I guess secondary stores that would carry it, but it took them 6 months for it to like get into one of our Indigo stores.
Does
But
it have
even
lines?
this one has lines, see?
Oh.
And I don't like lines, but I do like the cover. I do like architect. So I think Moleskin journals are going to follow like a series of architecture buildings out there. And if you're wondering what I do, I actually do write my journals. I use them to write to my kids.
They should make
to
a
haunt
Lego
them for the rest of their lives.
architecture set of it.
Death Note.
Scar them.
Dear so and so, today you pissed me off, but you know you're gonna get that 20 years later, and I'm
But the
gonna
thing
do
is, she
a
writes in script, so they can't read it.
Yeah, they'll find out, or maybe it's just buried with me. Anyways, those are my two things.
What
Hey
about that
Google,
bag?
translate this.
Right? Maybe there'll be like a scanner to like do it.
They already scan PDFs now.
Yours.
What do you got, Steve?
So
the reveal.
Yeah, I've been working on my next mock. So this is, I mean, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm working on it. But
That's so good.
so
Wow.
this is halfway. I got to put 3 more floors on it yet.
Oh
But
my
This is
gosh.
what I was digging. In
Is that all the nougat you got from Bricks and Minifig?
No, it's not. But
I like the windowsills.
I like the pillars too.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
How many more floors
3.
is it
3
going to
more.
be?
So there's a
3
lot
more?
of colors on here that aren't what they're supposed to be. So I was hoping to find those at Bricks and
And it's a
Minifigs.
triangle?
No, it's going to be a rectangle.
Oh, okay.
I was just, I only have
those two
two
corners, right?
This is the
Right,
ugly back, but
this is going to be very heavy. Wow.
it's going to be a Doctor Strange mock. So if you guys are Marvel guys, right? So it's the scene in the last Strange where Gargantos is.
Oh yeah.
Gargantos is throwing the bus at Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange cuts it in half. So this is one of the buildings in the background. So I haven't decided how many buildings I'm going to do and how screen accurate the scene's going to be, but I started off replicating. There's like a Italian pizzeria in that scene, so that's this building. Yeah.
Cool.
Are you gonna make a Mega Gargantos?
I actually, when I was doing the research for it, I was thinking he was big, but Gargantos isn't that big. He's kind of underwhelming.
Small Gantos.
I was thinking he was gonna be like the focal point, like the huge thing of the mock, but he's actually kind of small. But it'll still be cool.
Very cool. How long have you been working on this now?
Not too long. I've been kind of. It's weird. I'm motivated to build, and all I do is like at work all day. I just think about. I want to go home and build, and then I get home.
And you're tired.
I don't want to do anything. I don't want to if I do make it into the leg room, I just kind of
look around.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to touch it.
Like, do I want to sort today?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been working on this kind of since Brick World ended. So I'm just kind of taking my time with it. Okay. It's a little demotivating because I decided I wanted to use dark green as one of the colors. That's one of the colors in that building, and dark green is one of those hard to. Yeah, it's
not a lot of
rare,
elements,
but it's like there's not a lot. The elements that I want to use aren't available in that color, or if they are, they're expensive to get your hands on. So that kind of sucks, but it'll be nice.
It looks great. Yeah. It'll be very impressive again.
Maybe ready for Brick World Chicago 2025.
That's the goal.
Lots of time.
Yeah.
Are you already building it so it's transportable?
Yeah. So this will be one half of it. So it'll be 2 halves, and it should fit in a tote. So I learned my lesson the past 2 years, like build modular and make sure it's going to fit in something that you can carry it into, because the bottom floor of the bugle is like 16 inches. Sorry, I don't know if that is in metric. I don't know.
We're inches for that purpose. Okay. Yeah.
It's like 16.5 by 16.5. So it doesn't fit in normal like plastic totes. So I actually had to construct. I had to use one of my old gig I don't know what they're called. They're like, I used to play bass in a band, and I had like my thing, the big like black and metal luggage cases that you carry your stuff in. I actually had to like put it in that thing. So that's the only thing that could fit. So
they're like, is this guy from the Fold?
But at least you have, at least you have that container.
Yeah. That's cool.
So we'll see its progress more on Instagram.
Yep. I during my construction of my Spider-Verse mock, I was like chronicling everything about it. So
yeah.
If you're into it, I'm going to be posting a lot of maybe almost too much information on it at times. So I like
you want to put some mystery into it, right?
Yeah, I kind of put like behind the scenes stuff into it. So as I progress throughout the mock, I'll be like
we'll be seeing that
and stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's also like it keeps you appreciating the process too, because you get
there were a lot of people that I met at Chicago who were like, it's so cool to finally see it, and like I've been following your progress this past year, and
that's
they enjoyed it. So I'm like, oh, maybe I should keep doing it for the next.
That's part of your storytelling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
The process of.
Yes.
Jeremy, what do you got?
All right. Well, for Maria, Lost Story.
Oh, cool.
Have you read this?
Is this the book that you're like, Jeremy's not reading that, Andrew's reading that?
No.
Yes, it's a library book.
Yay. No, I was telling Nick, how you had Emily Henry last week? I'm like, there's no way Jeremy's reading that. That's Andrea. Andrea's reading that story.
I read that.
Did you like it?
I actually did like it.
I liked it too. But I probably
read all Emily Henry's books.
I know. I think Book Lover was still my favorite.
Book Lover's a better one.
Yeah.
Wait, so what book is that
that's
you're
on
reading?
my list too.
This is Meg Schaefer's second book, The Lost Story. It's basically a little nod to Narnia, the books of Narnia.
Oh.
So about 4 chapters into it. It's very intriguing, and the way they presented the characters and her writing's very well. I love her first book, so that's why I was wanting to read that one.
Okay. I've been reading a lot of nonfiction, but like I went to Barnes & Noble when I was, where was that? A while ago. And they had like a little area. When I say like morbid curiosity, it's really about like morbid curiosity. So it's about like life, like death, stuff like that. I don't want to scare people, but like the book that I'm currently reading is called The Art of Butchering. And it's like the history of surgeons.
Is this Dexter?
Maybe, but like how surgeons.
Nick, if you're in trouble, blink twice.
Yeah. Like I'm
sharpening the knives upstairs.
I'm in healthcare, but I have like such a geek following for like how did surgery evolve. And actually Chicago has a really cool museum of surgery and anesthesia, and if you guys are ever interested, I highly recommend that visit. But yeah, I finally got my hands on this book called The Art of Butchering. It's interesting. But not like for steaks, and sort of like
for humans,
because for humans, and how we have to perfect it, because a long time ago when they when it started, it was so grotesque, like people were dying versus helping them, right? And so without getting into so many details that might make people squeamish.
Is there going to be a movie?
I don't know about the movies for you, but
if Matt Damon's in it, then
if Matt Damon has a surgery,
he's all for
it. I actually like that book. What's it called again?
The Art of Butchering.
The Art of Butchering.
By Hannibal Lecter.
Maybe I shouldn't get that too much.
And so, so the author of this book, she's a professor, I can't remember, but in Philadelphia, there's the Mutter Museum, Mutter, which is also owned by like the Medical Association of America. But the Mutter Museum has all these collections over the last 150 years of medical history, but like grotesque things in jars, for example, how they created formalin during the Civil War to preserve bodies, because as soldiers died on site, their families, of course, wanted them still taken back home and seen to believe that they had passed on. And so things like that, anesthesia, formalin, those things were all created really and developed during the Civil War of America in our continent anyways, right? And a lot of those ideas too were from Europe, like the old country, right? Like from France and from Germany. But the Mutter Museum has a lot of these very interesting old books, old specimens. If you want to see like how smallpox looks like on skin, it's there. Yeah, it's grotesque. I love it. And so one of the associates professors is actually the author for The Art of Butchering. It's great. I recommend it. It's a good read right now. Never to meet Maria in real life.
Do you also listen to like true crime podcasts?
Yeah, I like true crime podcasts too.
Nick, if you ever need, like, reach out to me if you ever feeling safe.
Yes. Yeah, no. I like anything ghostly stories. And actually, who was it?
You have a lot of true crime podcasts recommendations?
No, I'm saying like Nick, if you ever feel like you're in danger, reach out. Like that's what like girls like listening to that stuff, and I'm always like, are they like just like doing research of how they're gonna kill us all? Like,
yeah,
poison is always the way of the women's way to like get rid of people. Yeah,
true crime.
Okay,
sorry, Jeremy.
I'm perfectly fine.
I have a coworker who listens to true crime too, and I always give her a hard time about it. Like,
yeah.
Does your boyfriend know that you listen to this stuff? Is he scared? Does he need help?
I do have a lot of coworkers who like true crime.
I've never heard of true crime podcasts.
Yeah, I'm more in like supernatural stuff, like when I listen to things. Again, I usually have an audiobook that I listen to when I'm at work, but if I can't, get into an audiobook, I always have like a backup podcast. Although I think my last podcast had to do with like the amount of protein that we actually have to eat every day. Nothing to do with butchering, just protein.
Jeremy, do you have any D&D updates on your mod?
Yeah, well, there's basically this coming week, I'm actually going to start making posts about it. So for those who haven't seen it, I basically have started making the Tomb of Horrors. So the entrance room to the Tomb of Horrors. Wow. So I've been doing building characters and everything to do it. So I started doing the renders for the characters, which first one was the Paladin.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
And the Ranger. What's that?
The Friends horses?
Yes. Friends horses. Because I didn't want the flat faced horses. Who wants a flat faced horse for a
right? This is like a more
strong. I have chocobos.
Like a palomino kind of horse.
But yeah, we got the Paladin, we got the Ranger, and we also the Warrior.
Oh, he has a nice scarf.
So that's the first 3 of the 5 that I'm doing for the storyline of the Tomb of Horrors.
Now you need a dwarf?
I have a gnome herald.
I don't know. Seems like needs to get kicked down the stairs.
No. But yeah, so I got a couple more character renders. I'm going to start building up the reel to actually start showing that, where it's basically going through the entrance of the Tomb of Horrors into the Demi-Lich Sararak.
Oh, very cool.
Is this going to be Lego Ideas submission?
Yes.
No?
No, it's already too massive for anything to be put on Ideas. The first room is only a partial room, and it's already almost 4,000 pieces.
Oh, jeez. Okay, never mind.
That's all I got.
That's amazing.
That's cool, Jeremy.
Nick's been getting a lot of these boxes delivered to the house, like random small boxes that when I shake, it's Lego. I don't know what's happening.
What's that?
Jedi Bob.
Yeah, Wednesday. That's kind of cool. Swishable.
Very cool. Oh, you built that already.
Yeah, I thought I was going to build the build, but it's kind of like Obi-Wan's Starfighter regular build, and then like the homage of the engines on the bottom for Anakin's Starfighter. I built that, and then I also built a Mega Construct set. So here's my channel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, I'm really impressed with the quality of it. I know a lot of people don't like it, like Jeremy.
It hurts your thumbs.
Yeah, weak thumbs.
That's fine. I'll say I got weak thumbs.
We need to build these then. Those
Mega
small
Constructs hurt.
So here's Ditto. This is soft. Good. It's nice,
Is Ditto? Is that Mega Construct for Ditto?
Yeah, these are all Mega Constructs. Yeah.
How's it soft? Why? Like.
I don't know. Like it uses a flimsy like plastic for the body. Like, and you just like
Oh, but you can still stick the arms on.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and it has movable arms. So it's kind of.
Does it have a face?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see it
right there.
Yeah.
It's like a ghost. Ooh, ghost.
No, he's a blob.
It's like so derpy. So yeah. So
Ditto turns into any Pokemon.
Wow.
And then I bought Target had a
sale,
unlisted sale on their Star Wars stuff.
Oh dear.
So I bought the Ghost. It's a
oh nice.
I had these when I was a kid, actually. I mean, these used to be called Micro Machines. I don't know. They're called Micro Galaxy Squadron.
Micro
Machines were never that size.
Micro Machines were teeny.
That's what the fast talking.
Yeah. What happened to him?
The fast talking guy.
But I'm impressed with the quality so far. It does come with the characters and the detail on it for small figurines is pretty spot on. Except
what's
for
the company?
Kind of looks different.
What's
I bought
company?
the Ghost, and then you have to buy the Phantom separate. So this actually like pops off.
And they can sit in there?
I don't want to break it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So it like pops off.
Oh.
And then
I thought that was Lego at first.
Yeah, me too.
It's like but this one actually comes with Ezra and Chopper.
Okay.
But they're tiny.
So tiny, micro.
Yeah, tiny. But look at that. The paint.
Yeah, it is really good. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And those machines are
And
getting
what's
better
cool
and
about
better.
this is that it has sound. Like,
oh, let's hear it.
You're such a kid.
It has,
yes, he is.
Look how happy he is. How is ever he?
Oh, and it's motion sounds.
Does Harry like this, or it's just really yours?
Yeah.
Did you let your kid play with this?
So when I plugged it in, I started like playing with it.
Yeah, we can see that.
And talking to her, she's like, "Are you done?" I was like, "Okay, I'll go back to my room."
and he has like the whole maneuver. Like you were like a very seasoned aircraft fighter.
The way he's gripping it.
Yeah.
So
seasoned.
I contacted this guy on Etsy who has a 3D printer, and he built this stand just for the Ghost.
Oh.
Nice.
So now when I display it, it's like banking.
Not hanging from your ceiling, huh?
Well, yeah, it was a good Friday afternoon when I received it. I was like happy.
Oh,
I was like, I can finally open this thing.
Is that the same size as the Lego Ghost?
I think it's like smaller.
Yeah, it's kind of small. I didn't. Oh, the first Ghost is bigger than this, but I think this might be kind of the same size as new Ghost. This is more compact.
I see.
Are you trying to tell me to build the new Ghost?
Maybe.
No, I'm just curious.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. But that's it for me.
Okay.
Wait, where's the Dark Lord? You bought Jedi Bob and you didn't buy the Dark Lord?
I didn't buy the Dark Lord.
Oh, the black Millennium Falcon?
So I actually there's a Facebook marketplace listing for that set for $100. And I'm kind of scared because like I was looking at his other listings and I was like, this is too good to be true. These might be scams.
So you did not.
Yeah. I was like, how do you get this brand new set and you're only selling it for like almost 50% off?
All right, my turn. So,
in addition to Matt Damon,
you built a Lego Matt Damon.
Well, almost.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm not sure if Matt Damon was playing in the background. I don't know where we're going to put this thing. We're full.
It's behind you.
Behind you.
How. I feel
I
like
already
feel
put
like
it
that
there.
shelf is already like tilted, sort of like in how Steve has his,
Well, that'd be
tilt of
canon because the
45.
house tilts.
But like literally, whatever we have part of Rivendell, it's already at a tilt of.
I'm trying to get my stand.
I don't know.
Leg stand. This stand.
You mean it usually works?
I'll just use this.
Yeah.
So this is the gift with purchase. I thought this was made out of paper, but it's made out of metal.
Oh, the
gift. It's a gift with purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
Weasley clock.
like this is made out of metal.
Oh.
I thought this was made out
But what
of paper.
is it?
It's
the Weasley clock.
Weasley
It's
clock.
Weasley
Oh,
clock.
right.
How they know where they
I
are
never
when
get
they're
to
at
play
home.
with these things.
So this is
Right.
cool. I thought this was all
This could
paper.
be in my library.
What now you like it?
Yeah, it's library worthy.
It's gone. It's for show and tell now.
So fun.
Yeah, so speaking of little micro characters, they have all the different actually I don't know if these are all the
Family
siblings.
members.
So they have
Oh.
the twins up at the top and then Harry or not Harry, Ron. And I guess it has
Ron. I think that's the dad.
I'm looking at
George?
the writing. It says dentist, prison.
Prison.
I think it says PRISON.
Oh.
Prison, lost, Quidditch. So I guess is that I forget from the movie, but is this how they teleport to different locations? Is that
No, it's on the
Is that
wall
right?
in one of the movies where I think it was the second movie when Ron and the twins are bringing Harry back to the house, and the clock is basically saying they're back home.
Mm.
I think that's when that's the
it's
you
where
see
they are. Yeah, it's where they are.
are.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Here, I got my leg to work. But this is the set that I built. The burrows.
And at first, you were ho-ha about this when it first came out. You're like, I'm not gonna get this, and it's here in my house.
it's here. It made it.
And I just,
So this is a size comparison between it's not that much bigger than the old burrows,
I don't know.
but
I don't know.
I like the fact that it's full backed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
There's a nice tilting to it.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
the tilt
other one
is-
is it?
no, the other one is like a dollhouse.
Oh.
We have
And
space for both of those somewhere.
yeah, I already tested it.
Tested it.
So the front view looks like this, where you have like the tilt.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm gonna display it this way because it looks more girthy. It's like it's thicker.
We like things
You just don't see the tilt though.
You
This
gotta
one
show
you
the
see-
tilt.
You see the
Yes.
tilt. So
I feel like wherever he's putting it,
I'm putting it right behind you where you just turned your head.
I know.
You see
Girthy.
that? The
We're gonna
spot
put the
right
other
there.
one.
Right there. Yeah, we're exactly.
No,
We're-
the
we're-
other one is in the cubby. The other one usually
Oh.
goes
It's only cubby worthy.
usually goes here. I just took it out.
You can see the dust outline where it was.
Yeah.
Dang.
So when you
we
open
need
it up,
first.
we
What
have.
if you displayed it like that, but the other way around? What does it look like then?
Oh, like flipping around to the back of the
Yeah.
externals.
It's not gonna fit.
No.
It wouldn't fit, but it looks
Oh, you
like
should
that.
do it like that. That looks like a little town.
Now you have two houses.
And then if I put this third house,
It's
there's
like-
like all three.
Wow, the burrows of
There you
the
go.
mansion.
But then
Mansion.
New
there's
shelf.
other-
But very cool inside,
Look
If
like
I had
a
a lot of
Tom
room, I
Burton
could do
movie.
that.
and everything is very topsy turvy inside too, like the burrows.
Yeah.
So like the bed.
This
For
is
example.
Halloween. This is
Yeah.
This
Halloween.
is an interesting piece. I never.
What is that?
Which one?
Oh, that's
arch?
I'm not.
Yeah.
Cylinder.
They used it as an awning.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It is kind of modular, so
Mm-hmm.
this comes off, and then you can see some of the
Interiors.
beds. They have a lot of beds. I think they have beds for every brother
Oh,
and
so-
sister in here. But they have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
beds.
And
in
the
here.
window panes are printed. they're not stickered down here, like all the outside windows.
Oh, they're stickers.
They look like stained
Oh yeah, I was
glass.
like, how's that sticker sheet?
Yeah.
There's lots of stickers in this one. Here's the flu or the foo.
Oh,
Flu.
it's the interactive component of the set.
It just
like which 9-year-old is playing with this profusely?
There's no swishables. I can't swish. And then we have all the
characters,
all the brothers, with all their different heights too.
That's cute.
And then they all go down to.
Oh yeah, this has to be Chamber Secrets because
with an egg.
Ron's still little.
Yeah, they're still kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fred and George are.
We have
medium.
Yeah. So they have like the medium legs, the tiny legs, and then the regular legs.
Who are the other two?
Brothers.
Wait,
Percy
I have the names. Charlie. So Percy, Charlie, and Bill are the brothers that we don't usually see.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we've gotten these older brothers before.
No,
I know we've gotten Percy, but I'm not sure about Charlie's the dragon brother.
Yeah, the dragon guy.
Is Bill the one that got married to or Bill's like the older one, right? I'm not sure if he's the one that got married.
I don't think we've ever, or I don't know. Now I'm just thinking about
Who's the brother who always was like with dragons? That's why he's holding
Charlie.
Like Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie.
Charlie.
And so, what do you give the set? Was it a fun build?
It was a fun build. It was a fast build. Oh, and then I have this one too. So another size comparison.
Is it
size comparisons?
It's not canon, so it's not tilted.
Yeah, where's that tree at? It's like gold.
A cheese loaf.
Green cone.
I think this is from the Advent calendar.
Mm.
The Advent calendar build. So again, I'm not even sure if
some of them, yes. So
this correct
like the Star Wars, the little ships, they're on the big ships.
And a lot of these beds, they have, I guess, the Quidditch.
Quidditch teams.
Quidditch flags, because they're all fans of Quidditch.
Mm-hmm.
There's another bed in here somewhere. But...
Yeah, I only see 1, 2, 3, 4 beds.
Here's 5. Oh, here's another Quidditch inside here. Chudley's cannons.
Is that Ginny's room? Oh, there's pigs?
I'm not sure. Yeah, there's pigs. You get 2 pigs. And
no goats.
You can like mix and match. So you can take this front and this front and like switch it.
Oh, okay.
Like in the instructions, it's like you can mix and match.
Lego, you're getting to be too much.
I like how they made this support here.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, they just put like a
horn.
Using the dragon tail.
Yeah, like a branch piece.
Yeah.
And then they did the same thing here, but with like the rolling pin piece.
Okay.
Just to have like supports.
Yeah.
Just added detail to make it look run down. That's cool.
What's that?
I think this was for the flu.
Oh yeah, it is.
Is it?
Oh no, it's not. It's to turn. Oh, they have their own little.
Where is it?
The thing where the
clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
But I do like how everything's like tilted and like angled or.
I think this is like the mom and dad's bed because it's like the biggest.
It looks grand.
But it's also like tilted too. Oh, this is cool. I like how they did the windows.
Mm-hmm.
How they, how it's
like a bay window.
It's triangle. They did that a bunch of times. They did it here too. And so when they did it, they just offset one of the pieces, and then like one of the studs is like in the middle here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's offset. So I thought that was different. See, there's another one up here too.
What's this circle here? It's like a cubby hole.
Oh, I think it's just like a window, like another window.
Oh yeah,
this
the
too.
Santa window right there is really neat.
Which one?
That window you just touched.
This one here?
Sideways.
Oh, the stickers are crooked.
Yeah.
No.
But the stickers aren't crooked, man.
Maybe that's why.
I think it's part of the house because the house is crooked. but this is cool too. How they'd have like the angled. They have like an angled window here. So yeah, I like it. It's a good one. I thought it was gonna be bigger though. I thought it was gonna be taller.
Then it wouldn't fit.
Sorry?
It wouldn't fit where you want it to fit.
It would have because it's still not tall as the top.
So like it's not gonna fit.
Yeah, that's my show and tell.
Yeah, okay.
Maria was wondering about these boxes.
I know something's up.
Me too.
Something's up.
Something's coming.
I'm getting nervous.
No, but I got it.
I
got the pieces from Bricklink.
Right, because that doesn't make me less
Bills
nervous.
build.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Bricker. It is a Bricker Builds build. No,
Aang.
it's not Aang. It's
Ong?
Not Aang.
It's from the Mario family.
It better be the ghost.
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Spoilers.
But I don't know where I'm gonna put Yoshi.
Right?
Yoshi might be on the floor.
None of our kids are moving out anytime soon.
All right.
Still a full house.
We're gonna go to our last segment.
Yeah, I saw Wednesday sets.
What's that one?
Oh yeah, you'll see.
We'll see.
Which is
Where are we?
Where is it? Oh, here it is.
It's time for news you can use.
What was that?
Harold like changes the ticker tape right away.
I know he's fast.
He's on point.
Yeah, 2 months didn't phase me.
This is
That's right.
our news. By Alan the Brick Fan.
Thanks, Alan.
Thanks, Alan.
He who remains mysterious.
All right. Oops.
That's
How's
a
your
different
buddy?
one.
Oh, we're fighting now?
What is this
Why
fashion
did you
thing?
Yeah, what is this?
Oh, it's Fashion Week. You didn't know that?
What
They
have
must
you-
know what I'm clicking on.
What have you been looking at?
All right,
Okay.
so
New York
Lego
Fashion
Star
Week.
Wars Rebuild the Galaxy is now Oh, this is like the
Game?
what if.
Mm.
Have you guys watched any of these yet? It's
No.
Disney
No.
Plus. I haven't seen it yet either.
Streaming on Disney Plus.
I wonder
offers
how many
4-part
episodes.
Special. What if? Yeah, we watched. Was there like some earlier this year already? Right?
No, this is like Darth Jar Jar
Mhm,
and
that's right.
the Black
See,
Millennium
he's canon
Falcon.
now.
Mm-hmm.
He's
We've been
always
telling him for years.
canon.
Yeah.
I read that.
But is he
13-page
is he
paper.
canon in the Lego Star Wars universe or in the Star
He's-
Wars universe?
canon in the real Star Wars universe? Can't convince me otherwise.
Lego Magic of Disney.
Oh, so this is
Finally
so this doesn't look
Oh.
as weird as the
nose.
the nose of the ideas
Mhm,
set.
mhm.
What do you guys think
I
of
might buy
this?
this set.
Oh,
I think I have
I
an
like
idea.
yeah, Fantasia brooms up here on the right. That's
Oh, I
a
didn't
that's
notice
a
that.
cool detail there because I don't think it was like that. It's a bit
Oh,
smaller
you can put
though,
him
no?
on top of the globe set. You can put
Is
this
he on
like
top of this?
yeah. Hello?
Well, why is there a Disney
What globe
globe?
You know the globe,
The Lego globe?
like Mickey Mouse, Disney taking
Oh.
over. The globe.
set? Oh,
So we get
Oh.
Bruno.
that's so weird that they select Bruno.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. But is this the Micro Encanto?
Yes.
So we get Bruno, we get
Yeah.
Belle, we get Lilo. We got Lilo already, right? From
No, we
was
haven't
she in
gotten
the
Lilo
CMF?
yet.
Well, I'm not going to
Oh.
Lilo.
Oh, I thought she was part of a CMF.
That's
Geppetto.
Moana.
I know we haven't gotten a Geppetto.
Pedo.
But we're getting
Very-
Bruno as a minifigure, but not a mini doll. They've done
No.
all of the Encanto sets
Encanto
with mini
as
dolls
Yeah.
with no Bruno.
What are you doing,
Oh.
We don't
Lego?
talk about him.
Yeah.
No, talk about Bruno.
You
we
know you
finally
have a
have a
kid
Belle
when.
minifig.
So are all
In her
these
dress.
minifigures new, correct?
Yes.
Even Belle? Is it like a different gown?
Yeah, we never had a Belle minifig.
We've never had a Belle?
Only mini doll.
Oh, that's so weird. All right.
Or the brooms. Don't forget the brooms.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can.
Broom Army, look out!
Yeah, broom army.
Broom Army. That's dangerous. Okay.
But we've gotten a Flounder and Sebastian already.
And when is this released? Right before Christmas?
Yeah, we had those in the
October?
Friends or the
October
Disney.
1st, probably.
Already.
October 1st.
Only 99? That's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, American.
Very bad for us Canadian.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think I like the Mickey face here better than the one from Lego Ideas.
Which means?
No, I'm just saying.
But yeah, the Lego Ideas one look the previous one looks more expansive.
Yeah, it looks wider.
It's wider. So it's cool. More in Disney, more in Lego.
You like this?
I guess it's like for the minifigures.
Is it too busy?
Yeah, it looks busy to me.
It looks like the Little Mermaid set to you. It reminds me of the Little Mermaid set with all like the different scenes. Oh look,
Belle,
winky
Rose.
face.
Oh.
And she's sticking out her tongue. Does she do this face in the movie? I don't
All the
remember.
time.
All the time?
Is she on a 1x2 brick?
Surf? No, she's
She's on surfboard.
Surfboard.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it wanted. Yeah.
No, her legs.
Yeah, her legs.
Oh, her legs.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Is it?
It might be.
1x2 brick.
That has a leaf.
Maybe there's a slope to it.
Does she
Like
wear
a
a dress?
triangle.
I've actually never seen Lilo and Stitch.
It looks
No.
like a Hawaiian thing, but yeah, I don't recall.
It's a good one. I recommend it. I heard they changed up the original. That's on Disney Plus. Like they changed like a couple of the scenes.
Yeah,
they
like
did?
the clothes washer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why?
Because some of the scenes had her doing things that would today not be deemed safe.
Oh.
Like one of them was her hiding inside of the washing machine.
Oh.
Because they don't want everyone to do that. Lego Wednesday sets officially announced.
Yes, I saw these from Gene Version.
On a Wednesday too.
That's interesting.
I like these big figures, but you don't like them.
They look like brat dolls.
Yeah, they look like brat dolls. Exactly.
The
Thank
face?
you. The whole thing, like it's big heads on small, tiny bodies, right?
Do you like the rebuild or the original?
I don't know.
I like the school uniform.
Is this
I
like a
wonder
little
what's the
jewelry
scale
box?
with a minifig. Is that
you
like a
put this
big
face?
fig?
I think a minifig is as big as the leg.
That'd be considered
this is a stud.
You think it's that big?
Action figure?
It's probably as big as those big Harry Potter figs.
Oh.
But now it's a
Maybe.
mini doll.
But
But
skinnier.
it's a mini doll.
They made it
That's
they made it a
wild,
mini doll
too.
instead of a minifigure.
See, for
I'll buy this on
So it's
sale.
$50.
yeah.
And then the dorm.
Okay.
I know there was pictures too.
I know there was 3 sets that actually came out.
Oh, I thought
for
it was just
Wednesday.
2.
3.
The brickhead also is.
That's right. The
Oh,
brickhead.
the
See,
brickhead.
I like brickheads,
Yeah.
so I thought that was cute.
Oh, is
like
that Baby
the,
Spice?
It looks like Baby Spice. That's Baby and Posh.
Yeah, Baby and Posh Spice.
That's right.
I didn't see the brickheads.
Mhm.
I saw the dormitory.
Yes.
Where's the dormitory?
There's a set, right?
What?
Yeah.
Like
Right
this,
there.
This one.
this one, that one.
Yeah, the dormitory.
Yeah. Oh, with
It comes with
gargoyle.
And thing.
2 Wednesdays.
You get a thing.
Oh,
It's
this.
just like a mini fig hand.
Yes. How funny is that?
Yes, gargoyles for an actual.
Oh,
piece now.
gargoyles.
And those
Yeah.
Oh,
pillars,
it's molded.
That's cool.
You can put that in Batman sets.
Oh man.
Yeah, the
I can't
pillars
wait
look
till these
cool.
are on the Perkerbrick.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You think
But
this
how
is a
high
sticker?
is this? Or is it just like
I think it's just
the
It
roof-
kind of looks like it's
roof and
printed.
base?
Is that a dish? If
It's
Yeah.
a
This
dish.
one, right?
It's probably
Yeah.
printed then.
Oh.
That's my guess.
That's a cool
Yeah.
print. It's
And
like
Barbie.
a mirror print too. Like
It's like
this side.
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse.
Yep.
I really like
Yeah,
the pillar.
this could be like the Sanctum Sanctorum. So,
Is that the same spiral they use for the burrow set?
I think it is. For like
Which
the
Yeah, that
sending
this
stuff up and down.
Yeah.
like the
looks
green,
like it. Yeah.
but in gray.
Oh, they really
And
changed
that's
that.
kind of creepy. See, and then you pull
Oh,
these.
coffins.
Yeah, exactly. But
You
I
must
like
see,
you're in the-
see,
You're in the morgue. It's a morgue drawer.
it's a
Yeah.
more
You
drawer.
pop a button
But I
on the
was
side and they come out.
Pop out.
Yeah, it's like
has
Polly Pockets.
a pressure point. Yeah, like Polly Pockets,
Yeah.
Bratz dolls, Legos moving
Bratz
into
dolls.
right?
Look at this
Feel
hand.
like
It
thing
keeps
is giving you a
moving.
finger.
It keeps moving.
Yeah, I know.
Is that the thumb? Oh, that's the wrist.
Yeah.
That's the
So
wrist,
if you
right?
buy that Wednesday action figure one, you can change the thing's hand with her hand. So
Oh.
she has like the thing hand. The same hand.
Oh, it's the thing.
But it looks
Is
like
it?
a tattoo now. This is a hand tattoo.
So this
If
is
it's the
$90.
same one.
90. All right. Wednesday, interesting. It took off.
It's like the Wicked sets. They're getting
Mhm.
like the mini dolls with.
Oh yeah, what happened to the Wicked sets?
October 1st.
October. Thanks.
Yep.
That's a nice
Yeah.
doll.
These are October 1st also, because I was looking at them today. I'm
Yeah,
just
this
glad
is
that
more of a
Yeah.
Halloween. Sorry, go ahead.
October
I was
1st?
saying, yeah, it's October 1st. The fact that they're more of an adult mini doll sets. Like the Wicked ones were kind of like an adult one. This is kind of like an
Yes.
adult one.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I like the fact that they're actually putting more mini dolls into sets because there's so few sets right now for mini dolls.
Mini dolls.
The
What
Black
instrument is
cello.
this?
Cello.
Oh, black
Cello.
cello.
Very cool.
That's a good piece too.
Nice that she has freckles.
I like those gargoyles though.
I didn't finish this series.
No?
No.
I never watched it.
Nope, never watched it.
I feel like I would like it because,
I like
dark.
the elements in these
Broody.
sets.
Oh.
Definitely
now?
the designers that had on these sets did a phenomenal job with the detailing of the top of the buildings and the
Yeah.
Gothic look to them.
If you notice with that Wednesday set, they use hockey sticks for the gate.
Oh.
Which
Yeah.
Wednesdays?
The doll?
Or,
The Brat
it's the
doll?
first one. The big one, the
The
giant.
Brat doll. Over
Yeah.
here.
Now, if you go to the other one, you can
This
see
one.
the actual gate go up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
They're more heavy.
That's a nice parts usage.
Yeah, that's priceless. Like I said, I'm gonna buy this one actually.
Sold.
Are you gonna build the original one or the rebuild?
You can buy two of it and buy both of it.
I don't know yet.
Or are
Maybe
you
that
just
one.
gonna are you just gonna not build the character and just build the
No, I'm gonna build the characters. Just give me a mech.
You're gonna make a mech? A
Yeah.
Wednesday
Well,
mech?
then you're going to buy the Wicked ones
Wednesday
also, so you have three of them.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, I haven't seen those.
Those
Yeah,
sets.
there's a big for the
I'm just
Wednesday.
excited for Ariana Grande.
I know the movie. Lego Diaz Beta Splendens. I don't know. Fish.
Don't say it, Jeremy.
Beta Splendens. Splendens.
Too soon.
It's like a dragon.
It's
a
Captain
beta
America.
Oh my god.
Why is this Captain America?
Nothing.
Oh, you too.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know,
We
Steve?
had a beta fish named Captain America.
Oh.
He's had a couple beta fish
Oh.
named Captain America.
Did you also overfeed them like I overfeed pets by accident?
No, I don't know if like the water quality. Like you have to
Oh, a
be.
different
They're
kind of
really
kill.
particular in their water quality.
Wait,
Oh.
you have this fish, this beta fish?
Yeah.
Had.
Had?
Yes.
Had.
Does it look like this with all
Something-
the wings?
Frills.
And,
Hmm.
They're really
This-
pretty.
This
Yeah.
looks extra frilly.
uh,
Friends River.
Lego Friends River Camping Adventure gift with purchase.
Oh, this is a
It's a big gift
Oh,
with purchase.
It's a
S'mores.
big gift with purchase. It's almost 200
It felt
pieces.
like it's a
Yeah.
set. Yeah.
And you get Paisley and Nova.
Huh.
This is a cool
s'mores tent.
tent.
It looks nice and puffy.
Yeah,
I feel like they're degrading
bigger.
the tents because I remember it used to be like a fabric and then plastic.
Yeah, and it's
and then just like 2 slabs and this.
It's come along.
And you get a beaver with
like,
really
some of
buck
the
You do get a
bricks.
beaver.
Something else.
Look at the ladybug.
A beaver?
Like, yep, ladybugs, beetles, little
Oh,
tiles.
Yeah, but the ladybug, we've gotten ladybugs like this before.
yeah. We haven't
But
gotten that color leafage greenery of the tree, like on the tree.
Oh, this?
That's
Yeah.
the new style. I don't know if we've got that one.
Is it
Yeah, I
burnt
think so.
umber? What is that?
It's like light bright yellow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or light bright orange.
Orange. I think it's orange. Bright light orange.
Who's Paisley?
She's one of the new Gen Zs.
That's right.
Paisley and
I know
and
Nova.
And this
There are
comes
no
out.
Paisley is the musician.
That does not
There's
look like
no-
Nova at all.
It doesn't.
No,
Why?
she's grown.
Is her hair different?
No,
It is not.
Nova's a superhero.
Oh,
No.
look at the.
Oh, it opens.
It opens up.
No date release yet for this guap. So
She's like breaking it.
she is. She like yeah.
Yeah. She's like,
I'm gonna
screw
pull it
your
apart.
tent.
She's having
Yeah.
a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
You stole my s'mores.
Yeah.
Oh, you can swap out the leaves.
I like the treehouse.
It's a good
Next.
gift with purchase.
Fortnite.
Oh, the
this
burger.
is cute.
Oh, nice. Can't wait.
When does this come out? All the Fortnite
October
sets.
1st.
Everything's coming
I
out
might have
October.
pre-ordered them.
Man,
Oh,
I
did
don't
you?
usually pre-order Lego.
really?
Yeah.
Did you get the banana guy? Of course.
Of course.
You probably got 2 of them.
Steve, what do you think of the Fortnite
Not just
sets?
one. I might buy one for my sister though.
I don't know. They're creative. They're cool looking. I'm not gonna get them. I don't play Fortnite either. So, but I mean it's creative.
I like the
A lot of-
banana.
A lot of the new stuff seems like Lego is getting a lot more mock builders. It's like a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff now is a lot more complex.
It pushes the boundaries.
Yeah.
Like it pushes the.
They're getting those Lego from the Lego Master series to be there.
Brickhead's
Employees.
limited edition Batman. Oh, again?
Isn't
A
this
different one.
just the?
Just this guy. He's not like the multi Batman.
Yeah, I thought it was the 8-in-1s.
325 pieces though.
I might actually buy this one. I kept going back and forth if I'm gonna buy it, but
I mean, it's a cool box, but we don't keep boxes.
yeah.
And an insert.
Is this the 8-in-1?
No,
I think it is. If you scroll
Yeah,
down, I
Oh,
think
really?
it says it in the description.
over here. Yeah,
Yeah.
8-in-1.
it's basically the regular, but with an updated, fancier box
Oh,
that
I
also includes
see.
8 posters.
Yeah, because this
For
is
the
the
Batmans.
Gotham
Oh,
the Gotham
cool.
City one.
Yep.
There's 1966
Yeah,
Redesign
Batman.
of package. I wonder why they would do that.
It might not look nice with my McFarlane figures too.
Why is this Batman symbol yellow here and then
Gold
this is
chrome.
regular? I don't see the. I don't
Light
get it.
progression over the years.
Yeah,
Oh, is that what it is?
Probably.
from basicer to like less basicer.
Well, basically, you got to have, I think it was 4 of them to make all of them.
Oh, I see.
So if you wanted all 8 of them built,
buy
you got to
4
have
sets.
4 of them.
Oh, I thought you had to buy 8 of them. So you only have to buy 4?
I think it's
And
only
we
4.
have 4. This is terrible.
That's
I
better.
don't like this Lego math.
Well, 4 is better than 8.
4 is better than 8.
Are you gonna build them all?
No, don't give me an idea.
No.
Good job. Well, I don't know.
Just my favorite.
Mm.
Life-size
Oh,
McLaren.
wow. That looks cool.
It has like a
That's
It's gonna be
lot of.
expensive.
Wow,
Nice.
it's very
Looks like it was
contoured.
crocheted.
And
Yeah.
he drove it.
It's very lacy. Really?
Yeah, I
He
think
drove
you
it
can
around the
drive
track.
these. They had a Bugatti like this. I remember a couple years
Huh.
ago, or a
Dang.
few years ago. But I don't know if it
Look
goes
at
fast
this
Like
enough.
piece.
on Lego.
One of a kind, fully drivable.
That's a lot of pieces.
Yeah, what is
This
that?
wouldn't be on Lego Ideas.
No. No.
3,400.
Oh my gosh, no.
All
heavy,
Technic
too.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is this guy?
The driver.
I think
That's
he is the
Lando.
driver.
Race driver.
Like the regular
The
driver.
actual the driver for the P1.
He's
Lando
young.
Norris.
He looks young.
His name's over there.
Lando Norris.
I think. Pretty sure. Wow, look how small that other car is compared to this.
I
I know. And this car is actually big.
Everything is Lego, even like
This part?
yeah, and the wheels.
No, not the wheels. They're regular wheels.
And the brakes.
Lego Ideas Summit Station achieves 10,000 supporters. What is this?
It's
like a train.
Alpine or train.
Oh, for like a ski resort.
Overhead goats.
Busy.
Yes, by Baron von Baron.
Is that a fishing?
If this is anything, it would be a Bricklink designer program.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like something.
Yeah.
Like Oh, it opens up.
Opens.
Oh, it's the catacombs.
Yeah, it does look like it.
Yeah.
And then the Wednesday
sets. Yeah, it's cool how it opens up. So we saw that. We
Disney
saw
Magic.
this.
Harry Potter Hogwarts event.
Back to Hogwarts. So you got different gifted purchases.
Oh, I see.
We got this one, the Bergens and Burks Flu
Bergen and Burks
Network.
Okay.
With Lucius Malfoy. And then you get Draco with an owl.
That was at Walmart. At my Walmart for like $2, but I didn't want to build a Draco Malfoy army.
Yeah.
Only $2? But then you get a lot of owls.
You do.
But it's not the I like the flying owls. So.
Purple floral item.
You have
There's at least like 35 or 30 something bags.
Oh.
For $2.
Yeah, for $2. I just got the Animal Crossing ones.
Oh.
Oh, which character?
Oh,
Mabel?
yeah, that one furry character.
I saw on Instagram, I think Duck Bricks was posing beside Pharrell. Was it Duck Bricks?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Duck Bricks. Pharrell looked short compared to Duck Bricks.
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't wearing his hat.
Yeah.
Piece by
Premiere
Piece.
in New York. When was this?
What is
9th.
Piece by Piece? Is that like a movie?
Yeah, movie.
Yeah, that's the movie
coming out.
The story of Pharrell and Lego.
Lego Ideas platform getting a refresh.
Oh no.
What's this about, Jeremy?
I have no clue.
They're just updating their website.
Yeah.
Make it more like friendly. I hope.
That's nice.
Lego Ideas Italian Villa achieves 10,000 supporters.
That one's very colorful.
Nice. Again, it looks like something that would be on Bricklink Designer Program.
I like the trees.
They do.
Yeah, that's a different way.
Yeah.
The orchard.
Even this, the
vineyard.
What'd you call that?
Vineyard, yeah.
Vineyard.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can make a gladiator mock.
Right.
When he's rushing home.
It's not quite dead yet.
Lego Ideas. What was that?
Talk about morbid when he rushes home and
Yep.
That's the only place with the fields.
Lego Ideas Roundhouse Ski Lodge.
So big, these ideas.
It's like a yurt.
It does look like a yurt. I want to stay in a yurt.
It reminds me of like Krabby.
We have some here in Virginia.
SpongeBob.
They have them somewhere here too, but not this big. The yurts here are tiny.
Where's the interior? I thought there would be an interior.
Maybe you have to open up the roof.
Yeah, but they're not showing pictures.
No.
Yeah.
Gravity Falls. Oh, cool.
I don't know Gravity Falls, but they always make
like
ideas of it.
Oh no, Gravity Falls.
That was on Disney.
Yeah.
The minifigures' faces look funny.
It's what replaced Phineas and Ferb whenever Phineas and Ferb ended.
Oh, it's a goat.
Ooh, goat.
And totem pole.
I like the signage, but they're probably big stickers.
Yes, big stickers.
Oh, there's an interior. This looks like Squidward.
It's in the flesh.
Oh, and what's this walking eye?
It looks like the Mr. Peanuts guy. There was like a clock.
Oh, the Peanuts guy?
Remember the Peanuts guy? He used to be like a lot of
Peanuts.
Planters Peanuts.
Yeah.
Only but
Just
half
squished.
of him.
He needs his cane.
It's only half of him.
It's like he's morphing into peanut butter.
Yeah. Oh, he's melting into it.
He's melting.
Or he could be like a popcorn kernel.
Something from
Halloween barn. Is this a? Oh, we've seen this.
Oh.
Guap, and then
we saw this.
The classic.
Yes. Do we know yet if this is as big as the UCS Batmobile?
I do not know.
I think it's more like Ecto 1 size.
Oh, that's big.
Like the UCS Ecto one, or like the creator cars?
No,
Maybe
like
the UCS.
Yeah, like the DeLorean and those. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Alan the Brick Fan, for
Thank you,
all the
Alan the
Lego
Brick
that
Fan.
we're gonna, do overtime for, so we can go to the store on October 1st.
Steve, what are you up to this weekend?
I don't know. Probably working on my mock. Probably sleeping.
Put those nougat pieces to use.
Yep, I washed them. Like I guess Bricks and Minifigs washes their bricks, but I rewashed them. I just
can't be too careful.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yep, so they're drying right now.
What's your washing protocol? Do you put them in like a bag and then put them in the washing machine?
No,
or
I
do
just
you wash it by hands?
I just put I get like a big like plastic tote or whatever, and I just put Dawn dish soap in it and just let them soak for a while, and then I rinse them off. That's all I really do. I know some people like put them in a bag and like wash them in their machine, but
I heard about that.
I feel like scrubbing them with brush, but I don't know if that's too much too.
I just rinse them off and I let them air dry.
Yeah.
How about you guys, Harold and Jeremy? Is that what you guys do?
I use the washing machine.
You do.
Oh, you do the washing machine.
Yeah, actually.
I feel like if you soak it enough, honestly, like a lot of detergent, they're powerful. Put some.
I use Dawn dish soap. I just like sprinkle it on and then just use the rinse on the washing machine.
But you have a special bag you put it in?
It's like a standard like laundry mesh bag.
A mesh bag.
But I get the ones that's like has the small holes, so
nothing comes out. It's like you put your socks in it or other delicacies.
Yeah, pretty much like sock bag.
How about you, Harold? What are you up to this weekend?
Me and Harry are gonna play Lego Fortnite.
Oh,
okay. He's into that, huh?
Yeah, he's into that. So we're gonna work on our world.
No, Lego Fortnite. It's not killing. It's like Minecraft.
Okay.
Yeah, actually like going on adventures and building stuff.
Nice. How about you, Jeremy?
Hiking and WoW.
And what?
Yeah, we're gamers.
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. The new expansion came out. So yes.
Bless me.
Bless you. You've been sneezing. What's going on?
I don't know why. Something.
It's all the dust here.
I got my voice back. Remember last week my voice was gone?
He didn't have a voice last week.
Yeah. Now I'm sneezing.
Yeah.
Harry has RSV right now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's the season,
He's
guys.
been out of school for the last 2 days.
It's
What are you doing? You have a wedding, right?
I'm working tomorrow morning. I'm on call, so I'm going in, and then I have a wedding. So just me and my mom driving to Buffalo, finding a Hobby Lobby. Because you never know what you find in Hobby Lobbies. I don't know why I was.
She likes finding like the stamps,
like wood stamps.
The wooden stamps.
They're so cheap there.
They have a whole aisle.
A whole aisle. It's amazing. I'm gonna stop. I don't need any more. Don't need any more. Maria, future Maria, do not buy any more.
Before we sign off, Steve, what would you like to plug? Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram, at my name, down in my little description there.
Yes.
Wherever it is. That's pretty much all I really post.
Well, we can't wait to see your progress of your project. when you
Are we gonna
feel-
see a reel of your wig wife going?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
It's good.
Let's see our good. Where's the goodbye song?
Goodbye.
Sarah, goodbye.
Do I have old goodbyes?
Wait. Thumbs up when you can hear our voices again.
You're back.
All right.
Oh, I always forget that we disappear, but thanks for joining us again. Episode 31st, almost like your ages, I'm pretty sure. A bit quiet tonight, but thanks for those who joined us, especially Brick Jedi and Maria Ayala. Until next Friday.
Until next Friday.
Middle of September.
Next Friday.
We're gonna have Bricks next Friday.
Bricks.
Gonna be joining us.
All right. But thanks so much, Steve, for joining us.
Yes, Steve, thanks so much for
Steve,
hanging out with us tonight.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
A lot of fun chatting.
And maybe we see you in Chicago.
Hopefully.
Ask
2025.
2025.
Yeah.
Right.
But until
Before.
next time. Merry Christmas and bye.
It's almost